Okay, we're gonna talk to him again. Unless it's Violet who answers this time. Fingers crossed. Sir! Put some clothes on! We don't lay next to bees. I need to hold on here. Okay. I hear no bees. I see no bees. I speak no bees. Wait, I hear bees! I hear bees! I hear bees! What? A very amusing game is played with mashed potatoes. I'm sorry, what? How will the mashed potatoes tell us who we marry? Are we we really are going to be talking about with marry? Wow, okay. Into the midst of the mashed potatoes, a dime, a ring, and a thimble should be placed. Mashed potatoes are kind of fire. They are. I just don't know if I would trust the mashed potatoes to tell me who I'm marrying, you know? I feel like that decision should not be left. Don't let mashed potatoes choose your future partner. That's just my opinion, personally. What am I saying? Beep beep. Hi, I'm here to work. To be rat shaming the rats. I'm definitely not rat shaming the rats. You should never rat shame anyone. It's very bad. It's very bad. Especially because rats are popular, so good luck with that. Chocolate covered nuts! 60 cents per pound. Smalls. Okay, anyway. They really need it. This is where the D's nuts joke goes, right here. Right here. Okay, these people were married. That's nice. What do you mean you need water still? They're right here. Do your job. Do your job. What's wrong with you? You're over there dying of thirst. You're like, oh my gosh, I'm so thirsty. You're the one who's in charge of the well's right here. Look at that. You can just drink. You can just drink. Slurp it up like that. You're in charge of the water. God. This is your skill. This is what you're good at. She sneezed on me. Oh my God. You're watching that soap too, huh? Oh my gosh, you won't believe what Francesco did. I can't wait until you find out. I can't wait. You should talk to that one lady too. I think Malcolm should have told his wife, you know, that he wasn't actually dead. So she wouldn't marry Francesco, because what are they going to do now? I think I read some theories on Reddit that Malcolm and Francesco are going to have a duel. And I don't know, who do you think's going to survive? Because like Malcolm is like a hunter, right? But Francesco is a trained soldier. And like, I mean, who's the better shot? No one knows. No one knows. Jesus doesn't know. Mary doesn't know. No one knows, actually. Doggy. Look, at least he died in front of Jesus, right? And he died doing what he loved, smoking a cigarette and watching his soaps. But now he'll never know how the duel turns out between Malcolm and Francesco. It's really sad. Give the embers to me. There is one last thing I need from you. Come closer. Ugh, never like it when a witch says come closer. Especially when she says there's one last thing she needs from you. There. Don't look like that. It was only a small prick. Just a drop of blood. You won't miss it. And like there was one time where I had to do a quest by the end of the season, and it was like, you know, day 2, and I'm like, oh okay, oops, I didn't really need that. I'm like, I can go back. Where did it go? Was there just one? Oh, there it goes. No, come back, come back. It's rolling away from me. Okay. It was day 2 of the season. Oh, you. Come back. Come back.
Hail, friend.
Hail, friend. Okay. How are you doing? Oh, I think she likes this one. Not to be understood, but to be felt. -5. Ooh, she doesn't like what makes you the expert. Ooh, she clocked me. Yeah, I'm single, Huberta. I know. And you're living with that other dude. I get it. Let's see. Where should I put that?
I don't want to be lonely anymore.
Oh, she doesn't want to be lonely anymore. you're living with that dude though, that Lord of the Rings guy. He likes Lord of the Rings. Do you not like Lord of the Rings, Huberta? Does he just spend all his time watching Lord of the Rings and he doesn't pay you any attention? I'm so sorry. It makes you feel alone even though you're living together. That's a real shame. I mean, I know I'm romancing you and everything, and so maybe like this is like a hint to me, but like guys, I don't think she likes me. Wow, she's just walking over there and standing. Wow. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, happy Sunday. Ugh, man, I have like not been super productive today because I mean, kind of maybe. I know it's been a pretty slow day, and I wasn't really feeling very well for the past like few hours, so I'm kind of like, ugh. Um, but I think I'm feeling better now. I kind of like waited it out a little bit and I'm feeling a little bit better. I don't know. I think I ordered lunch, and I probably shouldn't have. Uh, I was the universe punished me for ordering food because um I don't think it sat well in my stomach. It made me feel not great. Um, but that's okay. That's okay because we're gonna talk to the furniture and it'll all work out. Let's see. Yeah, mm, yeah, just nothing really to say at this point of the stream, I guess, for once. I don't really have a whole lot to yap about. Um, oh, I might have to take a little break in the middle of the stream sometime. I ordered I was checking the weather and it's supposed to get warmer like later this week, like up to like I think mm, in the 80s, maybe even up to like a high of 88 or something like that. Like so far it's been like a high of like 69, like and already, dealing with my computer setup and my desk and everything gets really hot. So I was like trying to uh like I said, that's with like a high of 69. And like there's still like a nice cool breeze. And to be honest, even when it gets warmer, the cool breeze is still gonna be there, so it's not that that bad because it's really just, the breeze, but the kind of the starting ambient temperature will be warmer and that's not good. So the um I will need um probably to like be even more careful about like cooling down my room and stuff. So I was like, when it's warmer. So I'm like, okay, so I really should order like some other sort of fan, like some type of fan I can put in my window probably. And a normal window fan like we use at home because like my family at home like I grew up like didn't really have air conditioning or anything, right? And when I go back to visit, like they don't have air conditioning and it's like kind of hot. So I'm like used to that sort of stuff. But we have like window fans that we like put in, the windows, especially at night. In the day, not so much because it just blows a bunch of warm air in and so it's less useful. But at night, we put the window fans in and it blows the cool air in at night, and then we like close the windows, close the curtains and everything. Um, Oh, it's 10 stops away right now. Just got basically, yeah, so my fan is coming. And it's 10 stops away. Just got a notification from Amazon. So I got a window fan because my window doesn't isn't the right like shape for the window fans we have at home, basically. So I was like, what other sort of like fan can I get? So I found a fan that should fit in my window, or like, oh wait. I actually am realizing it might not even work because it will probably sit on the windowsill. However, because there's like a little like not even like a sill, like a little ledge in front of my window. However, it's sloped down because whoever made the apartment like is evil. So like it slopes downward. So if you put anything on it, it like leans forward. like into the room and will probably might fall off. So the fan might fall off. I'm kind of realizing. Like I put like a little fan there, but it's literally like a little 4-inch fan. And like that is fine. But that's because it's kind of small. But this other one's like 20 inches. And so I'm kind of worried that it might fall off. Hmm. But maybe I can like prop it inside the window if I like, squeeze the window shut enough, right? Maybe that should work. And then I don't have to put it on the window ledge. I can like put it actually like on the like, in the window and then it'll yeah, maybe that'll work. But anyway, if that comes, it should be coming here sometime during the stream. Uh then and it's only like a $30 fan, so it's not that bad. $25, something like that. Um and like I wanted to get a like actual like tabletop fan uh just because like there's a lot of like the mm, because of where my apartment is and like the building's kind of nearby and stuff and like what is kind of like outside of my windows and everything there's a lot because there's a lot of like I said, I'm kind of by like a gym and like some restaurants and stuff like that out there. A Pilates place, and they have like a lot of like fans and generators and like exhaust stuff. Even like obviously the restaurants, but even like the Pilates studio and the gym and like the whatever other like spa type of stuff. I don't even know what's out there. But it's stuff that I don't do. Uh, but like that stuff has, like they have like a lot of air conditioning and things in those places. So, uh, like the air quality is actually pretty bad. Like my furniture out on my balcony gets really dirty really fast because of like how how many pollutants are in the air. So I'm like kind of worried about the air I'm breathing in, in my apartment. Again, reminder, the last guy who lived here died. So I'm like, and apparently there's natural causes, but like, you know, lung cancer counts as a natural cause, but you might get it from the environment. So like a lot of natural causes could still be from the actual apartment. So I don't know. I just don't like blowing a whole lot of air from outside into my bedroom. And I mean, I have my like air purifier, but uh, mm, I mean, that only does so much. Prefer to not make the air really bad quality to begin with, ideally. That's where it starts. And so I was like, well, I could probably just get a fan, like a tabletop fan or something, and like just like to circulate air around the room, right? But I would want to get like a dresser to put like in the corner, kind of by the window, like behind me, this direction. Uh, it's not mirrored, so it's this direction. Anyway, um, but I wanted like a dresser to put back there, and then like put like the fan on the dresser, but and then it can blow like not from the outside, but can still like circulate the air like towards this way, and because I don't want it too close to me at the desk here because like I don't want the mic to pick it up. I never any stuff is back farther behind me or like over because it doesn't pick up my air purifier, which is like to my right behind me, a little ways. That doesn't pick up. And so it a fan even a little bit farther back on the other side probably also won't pick up from my mic, so that's probably fine. I'm assuming. But so yeah, so I was like I have like a whole empty corner back there in my room. So I could put like a dresser back there and then like put like the fan on it, but I don't really know if like the dresser's worth spending money on right now, to be honest. Because I have a lot of like storage in my closet and stuff that I use instead, so I don't really need a dresser. I mean, it'd be useful because like it would like, help just like organization and like I can, put things where I want things in a more organized fashion, I guess, but I don't really need it. So it's not that big of a deal. But you know, I could get it and then I could put the fan on it, but it's not worth the money right now. So I'm like, I'll just get a window fan and I'll just blow the polluted air in from outside. That's fine. Um, and so yeah, so that should be coming here during the stream. and I want to take a break then when it does get here to either go down to the mailboxes and grab it, or if they deliver it all the way up to my apartment door, then grab it from there and put it in. So it might be like a 10-15 minute little break in stream to put in the fan because like it gets hot. And my streaming experience will be much better if I have a fan to help cool things down, I believe. Um, so yeah. If it gets here, we'll kind of pause the stream. Anyway, it was a long tangent for like absolutely nothing, huh? Anyway, let's play our game. Actually, I'm gonna take a drink first, and then we'll play the game. Hmm. Yeah. And this week, still like a lot of, and so now I feel like not overwhelmed per se, but like I'm aware that like I definitely need to break things down and like I know I'm going to be overwhelmed if I'm not really careful. Now that like I'm kind of like, oh, I want to make these analog horror videos. I want to make the little indie horror game. I wanna, write my VTuber book. I want to like do all this stuff. And I'm like I said, not overwhelmed right now because I haven't really like written everything out that I need to do. But I know once I do, I will be very overwhelmed and I will probably overbook myself, overschedule myself, and like be like, okay, this is what I need to do each day, and I'll like give myself way too much to do each day, and I'm not gonna get it stuff done. And so like I need I need to make sure I do reasonable amounts and really be careful with scheduling and also like make small goals, right? I need to make sure I make small goals and not overplan things and do things at my own pace, not my brain's pace, not whatever my brain thinks it can do. Because, well, not it can do, but like what I can do. I can't do everything my brain thinks I can in the time that my brain thinks I can't. So, anyway, let's switch to the game. Game, game, what happened? Where are you? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna have to put this up on this monitor anyway. Okay. Game. Okay. It's a little bit loud. We'll turn down tad. Right. I think it's fine for now. I think. Okay. Continue. First lamps were made prehistoric times. They were made from things. I don't know. Okay. What do we... Who do we talk to? Who do we talk to? I don't even know. Oh, Bathsheba. Hey, Barden. Sounds like how you write game plot. Great idea. Frantic writing to get all fleshed out. Overwhelmed with the directions you have to go in to feel like you're doing it right. Yeah. I know, I just like overbook myself. I'm like, okay, I need to like, I'd be like, okay, so tomorrow what I need to do is write 1,000 words on my novel. I need to, like look up all of the like sources for like do all the research for this one thing. I need to write out the script for my analog horror video, and then I also want, well, I guess I wouldn't be doing that tomorrow anyway because I do want to like talk about stuff with you guys, but then I'd be like, okay, I need to like, I don't know, like find assets because a lot of it might be like what media I can find to use and how to do it, so like plan that out, and then also do like, you know this one lesson for like the Unity tutorials. But like the Unity tutorials, that one lesson, I might be like that one on the art tutorial, and then oh yeah, I'll just like do this other one on the programming tutorial. The art tutorial one is like 4 hours in total, and I still have 2 hours left maybe. Like I don't know the exact numbers, these are like thrown out there. And the programming one, I might be like, oh yeah, and then I'll do that one. That one might be 5 hours. And I'm like, yeah, well, but I can do like 5 hours and then like 2 hours, and that's only 7 hours. And then if I can spend like 3 hours doing the research for the one thing, and then like another hour like writing, that's only like 11 hours. And I still have a little bit of time to exercise, and you know. And it's like, I need to be realistic, because also, like, because I'm not going to be able to go back to back from all that sort of stuff, right? And then also, I can't, like some of this stuff will take me longer. If I'm like, oh, I'll just spend like 3 hours like researching for stuff. It's like, no, researching for like some of my like second channel videos I want to make, right? If I spend time like researching on it, like I'm like, well, yeah, I'll do 3 hours. It'll take me more than 3 hours. Like, who am I kidding? Like, you know, it's just like this stuff will take way longer than I think. And like, you know, and I can definitely do like all these like tutorials and stuff. I can do faster. Like, you know, Unity might say this art one takes 4 hours total, and the programming one takes 5 hours, but like I'll probably get, you know, like the 4-hour one done in 3 hours and the programming one done in 4 hours. Like I usually work a little bit faster than the time that they say it'll take. But then, you know, that's only if you lock in for consistent amounts of time, right? Like I sprint this stuff better than I marathon, right? Because yeah, I can do it in a shorter amount of time, but I do need breaks. I can't focus for a long time. I'll work for like 20-30 minutes, and then I need a little 15 to 20 minute break. So it's a whole second job, third job. Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, luckily, you know, I don't have work over the summer, so it's kind of like how I'm thinking it is like, okay, like, because technically in academia, if you are, because, you know, all pretty much everyone on academic calendar is still, like, if you're salaried, which I am, you're on a, you know, 12-month schedule of pay disbursements, but you're only paid for 10 of those months, or however many it is, you know, the months where you're actually, like, you know, at the job working. And really, then you're just technically like furloughed. Even though I still have to go and do work, I have work I do it at home occasionally and go in. But you know, for the most part, though, it's like, you know, nothing crazy. You know, just the odd thing to do. But like technically, you're kind of like furloughed over the summer, right? Is really like how it kind of works. So in a way, then I kind of don't have a job right now, right? Like kind of. So like I do, but like I don't, you know, because my job is 10 months out of the year, and I'm in like the 2 months where I don't have that job. And like I still have a good salary for those 10 months, and it's dispersed throughout these 2 months, but like I'm not really booked for these 2 months, you know? Like even technically. So for like what I'm being paid for, I'm not being paid for these 2 months. So I'm kind of not employed. I'm being paid during, but not paid for. So like, yeah. Well, it's like anyone on an academic calendar. But it kind of like works for all academic calendar employees. So, you know, so it's kind of like, which I never really thought of it that way before, you know, like where it's like, oh, I just like don't have a job right now, you know, like not in a bad way, but you know, like in a freeing way. And I was like, oh, well then like I could kind of like lock in and like be like, okay, like writing and like game dev stuff might be like my job for right now, you know, like I can like feel better about, not better, but it's like motivates me more to say like, well, I don't have any other job, so this will be my job, you know? So you're not working, but you're not actually free to find other employment since that'll end in 2 months. Yeah, I mean, you can find seasonal employment. But, you know, I mean, that's kind of, you know, people want to do that. But and the same thing, you know, for like, you know, if I'm like, oh well, I'm just gonna be a writer for these 2 months or freelance something something, you know, like it's a mindset thing, you know, it's a mindset thing where like this other thing, either I have a self-employed job, like if I wanted to go all in on streaming or something, you know, like actually hold on, let me minimize OBS. If I want to like go all in on streaming or whatever, you know, during this, oops, didn't want to put that. Okay. It you know, if I wanted to like be like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna be a streamer for these 2 months, and then like I could like, you know, stream more or whatever, and like, you know, fully commit to streaming, and you know, and it's just like a mindset shift, you know, where like I would then take it more seriously, and I wouldn't have to like you know, think you know, it just, yeah, it's just a shift. But I don't know, but speaking of streaming, there have been a lot of like apparently drama again for like VTubers. I also saw someone say like they quit being a VTuber and they've realized like, you know, they're so much happier, and like they realized they didn't really want to be a VTuber, they wanted to be a content creator, like in general. And it's just kind of like, because and the reason they said is because like they didn't like all like the drama and stuff of being a VTuber, and like they just wanted to create content, and they didn't like have the, not the drama, but even like all the things you had to do as a VTuber. And I don't understand why people don't realize you don't have to do all the stuff. You don't have to make the little weekly schedules. You don't have to like, I don't know, do whatever whatever other VTubers do. I don't know. It's really really weird because like people don't, I don't know, people like think like, oh, this is ways to be a VTuber, and it's like, I don't know if people have forgotten, but really all VTubing is you just use a VTuber model instead of a face cam. That's really all it is. And honestly, that's all it has been. And I know that agencies like really like, you know, kind of promoted VTubing, but they didn't start with the concept of you having a digital representation. People have been like working on that for ages. You know, having different models and stuff to use instead of showing their face. Like, and you know, and since like VTube Studio and stuff came about, like it's been easier to do that, but like there were definitely really janky versions of that, like, you know, around the time the corporations were making their first VTubers. They didn't like create the technology like any of the, you know, like from, you know, like I don't know, they didn't come up with the concept, and they didn't create, you know, the first like ideas of people wanting to do it. I don't know. And so like a lot of people are like, no, but it came from like Asian idol culture, and so that's the root of VTubing. If people want to branch out from that, that's fine, but just know they're like taking from that culture. And it's like, no, it's just people who are streaming or making videos, because people forget PNG tubers are also VTubers, and people have been using like MatPat is a PNG tuber, right? Let's remember. and he's been making these theory videos for a long time. Now I don't know if he's actually, I forget exactly how long he was actually using his PNG, but there have been a lot of PNG tubers in like the past 15 years. So like, you know, that's not, VTubing is a lot broader than the idol thing. And again, the idol thing kind of picked it up, but it didn't really, because there've always been those other like categories of VTubers have always existed. It didn't start out with idols and branch out the way a lot of people like to think it did. That's not the case. Some of those things are neat but optional. Yeah, the VTuber equals idol culture thing is a lot crazy. Yeah, a lot of people act like Hololive like created the concept of a VTuber and made the very first VTubers, and then everyone else kind of copied, and then the idols were the first, and then you know, other people decided to use VTuber models too, and just use it for other things like streaming date everything. And it's like, no, no, actually, it's a much broader idea. It's not how that works. And like the exact like Vroid and VC Face might have been influenced by idol culture. I'm not entirely sure, but like maybe they were influenced by the idol VTuber corporations, but like, or incentivized by fans of that, you know, like it ties in, but it's not like directly from it, you know. Fixers are cool and all, but most fans say, hey, suck him up. You gotta stream for a bit, or I'm taking vacation, resuming stream month, or time acceptable. I know the algorithm's great, but it's harder. But as far as fans go, you think most get it are happy, streams happy. Yeah. Well, I mean, no, I mean, it's the same thing whether it's VTubers or normal streamers, you know. And honestly, you do lose a lot of people if you take a break. To be completely honest, you do. And you lose a lot of momentum if you take a break for a month. Like big streamers can, but smaller streamers can't. But you know, or if you are kind of irregular, if you kind of get a little bit irregular in your schedules, you also lose people. Like that is absolutely true, and that's always for all content creation. That's the biggest thing, the biggest piece of advice people give, and honestly is entirely, at first I thought it was overrated advice. Like 10 years ago I would have rolled my eyes and been like, ugh, nah. But now I know it's true, is consistency. Not necessarily having a schedule, but being roughly consistent. Even if it's just like streaming 4 days a week. It might not be the same 4 days. It might even be different times. But if you're streaming 4 days a week, that's still like, you know, that element of consistency. And that's what makes, at least for like your core content, you know, like the thing is like on TikTok, it's not really going to help if I'm consistent or not, because my videos don't go out to my followers. And it's like 99% non-followers. So like it really doesn't matter. And I get that like it'll go out to my like people who liked my previous video if I put my next one out soon after that. But so it probably favors it maybe a little bit, but there's not honestly a whole lot of difference because it's for discovery, not actually for building a community. But if you hit that aspect of various algorithms feeding, the dumb grind mentality, yeah. Well, I mean, you know, it kind of depends. It depends on the creator and you know, like all the great like a lot of the big horror creators like Nexpo and like you know, that category of horror creators and stuff, like they put out videos like once every few months. Barely Sociable, if anyone's watched Barely Sociable, and kind of similar thing to Nexpo, and all them, and like they'll put out like videos every few months because they take a lot of time to research and the editing is pretty intensive. So like, yeah, they'll take like 3-4 months to make a video. Coffeezilla, also another one that I watch and like a lot, who like takes a lot of time between videos, and to do research and then make the video, and they have a kind of high production quality to their videos, and take a lot of time for research and things, but they still have big followings, but yeah, I was gonna say, but yeah, but a lot of people, yeah, they're just like, oh, I didn't want to be a VTuber, I want to be a content creator because I want to do more. And it's just like, I mean, I get that it's fine if they like want to stream with Facecam, like if they're okay with streaming with Facecam, like then you might as well stream with Facecam, or like do both, because there are some VTubers that do Facecam sometimes and VTubers sometimes. I do wish though that when they were using Facecam, they took VTuber out of their stream tags, because it's kind of sad when you just look, like you search for VTuber in the tags and you get a bunch of people like full Facecam. You know, I don't know, to me that's just kind of sad, because it just, you know, because I don't know if those people are actually VTubers like on their day off from using the model, or if, you know, they just are using the VTuber tag to try to like, you know, maximize viewership from tags. So, you know, and searchability options and stuff like that. So I don't really I wish they would take the VTuber tag off if they weren't using a VTuber model for that stream. But anyway, and I don't know if the ones, some people might be more responsible about that than others. I don't know. But yeah, a lot. I don't know. To me, it felt kind of weird. I mean, I get it's like if you want to just use face cam, then like just do face cam. Like, is what I would recommend. Like, unless you, I don't know. I feel like being a VTuber is really only for if you don't want to do face cam. But if you want to do face cam, I feel like face cam is better. Like, and being a VTuber is only if you don't want to do face cam. And I guess some people might want to be a VTuber over facecam, even though they find doing facecam, they want to be a VTuber because they want to do, like, have that character. But you really don't stream in character enough. So, like, having a cute little, like, you might as well just have a little cartoon version of yourself to use for, like, you know, thumbnails and profile photos and stuff like that, right? And instead of, like, or even like a little brand OC type of thing, you know, like rather than like stream with the whole model. I don't know, but that's not why I'm a VTuber. So I'm a VTuber because I don't want to be a facecam streamer. So maybe, you know, people are VTubers for other reasons, I guess, even if they're cool with being facecam. But I can see tags is preferable. I always do appreciate it. The only tag I ever usually search is for just VTuber or EN VTuber. But you know, let's see. But yeah, and then there's like a whole bunch of drama, quote unquote VTuber drama. Again, it's not even that big of a deal, but it's like people like talking about like, again, bring up the classic debate of what's harder, being a full-time streamer or being, you know, working a 9 to 5. And like a big VTuber, I'm not gonna like diss her or anything, but she was like, no, being a VTuber is not actually that hard. But like she has like a lot of people to help her. She has clippers, she has editors, you know, like she has a team. And so like saying like being a VTuber is not that hard kind of rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. And you know, yeah, you saw that whole thing. Yeah. Facecam streamers aren't going all costumed and elaborate lore background stuff like VTubers do. Yeah, but see, to me, it's like I don't realize that people want like that's why they want to be VTubers. Like I just want to be a VTuber because I don't want to be a facecam. I did facecam streaming and YouTube videos and stuff like that back in the day, you know. And then I realized I didn't like that. But yeah, but the stuff with like the VTuber streaming versus 9 to 5, and like I don't know, it makes me mad sometimes when professional streamers, like full-time streamers, say like it's not that hard. I always feel, my personal opinion, the way that sounds to me is they're sounding a little pick-me. Where, you know, they're telling people what they want to hear because most of their viewers will have a 9 to 5 and they want their viewers to like them. Because honestly, being a streamer is hard. It is not harder than a 9 to 5. It is just different than a 9 to 5. It's a different skill set. And it's kind of just like saying like what's harder, being a construction worker or like being a politician. Both jobs are difficult. They require a different skill set. And some jobs are paid more, even if they're not more difficult, because they require a bigger investment, like education or something like that. You know, I'm always a big fan of jobs that do require more education or that involve more specialization, should be paid more than generalist jobs. Or unless you're a generalist, but you're really good at everything, that's different. But like, you know, something that like does not require expertise, and something that does not require education should be paid less because there needs to be some type of incentive to undergo that education. But manager, editor, chat mods, reliable art pipeline, etc. kind of takes up a lot of the slack the sole streamer has to do by themselves. Yeah, but it's still like really hard to navigate all that stuff, you know, because like imagine even if you're like streaming, like you know, on average 4 hours a day. Some days they'll stream more, some less, you know, but then like having to manage all those, like that's already 4 work hours, and then having to like, you know, have meetings, budgeting, like honestly, like commissioning art, that like can take like half an hour to like describe the art that you want to do, you know. And like it can be a lot to actually do, you know. So like even if you are a bigger streamer, it still is a lot of work, you know. And like a lot of other streamers, like they make other content on the side, like a lot of them still like they don't do all of their editing, but they do make other content, like they'll make extra like TikToks that they record for, or other YouTube videos, or they have like Patreon stuff, or you know, like, so they still do a lot of work in addition to that. And part of the thing also is that like they don't have consistency in their pay. And oh, and there's a kind of the side flip of that is I forget who it was, but some streamer was saying like how she makes $10,000 a month and it's not enough. And it's like, but people don't realize is that's not her private personal income, that's her business profit. Not even profit, that's her like business gross income, you know. And like a lot of expenses have to come out of that, and potentially even further investments into the business, and even into like savings, and especially even for like streamers, like they could have really big highs but then also really go down pretty low, and they have to be able to have enough savings to make sure it balances out the lows. And like, so even if like at some point in time you might be like, wow, like they made $20,000 this month, like that is great, but there will be other months where they only make like 2,000. You know, like the difference between a December and a January income are pretty different in like content creation, because of all the ad stuff in December and the lack of it in January. And so like, you know, yeah, the business income, rent, travel comes out, as does paying employees, healthcare, savings, all those things that you don't have to fire someone on in a lean month. Yeah. And it's like you have a lot of other expenses, and you need to have a baseline again, yeah, so that you can cover expenses if things, you know, work out differently some month. And you never really know, because there's like fluctuations within the business itself, as well as like, you know, your own reputation could, like, you could misspeak and say something wrong, and like a group of people would try to cancel you or something. Or you could, you know, get a shout out from another creator and like, you know, like Queso could react to one of your clips and you could completely blow up or something. And like, you know, and then, you know, and that'd be really great, but then like, you know, that's not going to happen. And then like 2 months later, people will try to cancel you. So, you know, it's like, it does have a significant lack of job security as well, in that. And so because of the lack of job security, you need even a little bit extra money too. So kind of rely on the idea that whatever sort of job we're talking about is almost always more complicated, involved, specialized anything. Blowing up needs proper management too. Yeah. Like there's like so much involved, really. And the thing is, it is a skill set. Like for me, my job, like it pays pretty well, but it's also a really specialized position that required advanced education. You know, to me, it's very easy. And sometimes I'm kind of like, wow, I feel like I'm really overpaid, because my job's like kind of easy as hell in some ways. Like I need to focus in sometimes, and like, you know, sometimes like I need to, you know, put my brain to work. But like you're gonna like into the okay, thanks for stopping by. And like sometimes like I, you know, have to put my brain into it. But overall, I feel like it's like a really easy job. And sometimes I'm like, I feel like I'm so lucky, because I'm like, how did I get this job? It's so freaking easy, and I get paid so much for what it is. Like sometimes it does frustrate me with like the lack of respect of the job and stuff, but it does like, you know, in some ways, but like it is still like a really good job, and it's really easy. But I know it would not be easy for a lot of other people. Pay for education or for keeping your skill set available for organizations use. Yeah. And because like again, it's a very specialized skill set, so not many people can do what I do, and which also kind of like heightens its value, as well as the education that went behind it. So, and that's part of the pay. And because it feels easy to me, like, I need to think, like, if you pick any, like, random person up off the street, it would probably be a ridiculously hard job for them because they would have no idea what they're doing. And they wouldn't be able to figure it out on the fly, on the job. A little bit of training wouldn't figure it out for them, So, like, they would be so in over their heads, they would not be able to complete the job, and they would not be able to complete the job even with a lot of work. And even if they did get an education in it, they still might not do the job as well as I do. So, like, kind of thinking all that, I'm like, okay, well, if you kind of consider it, like, yeah, it's easy for me, but that's because I put in the work to make it easy for me. Like, for other people, it'd be very hard, and so, like, it's kind of like, if the job is, like, lifting packages of 150 pounds, to me, I can't lift that much. So, even 100 pounds, I can't lift that much. So it would be a very difficult job. But a lot of people can lift that much. So to them, it would be much easier. Could I put in the work and training to be able to lift that much? Yes. But I don't want to. And other people didn't want to put in the effort to be able to do my job, instead they're getting paid for lifting 100 pounds. And like, I don't know, it's just, made a similar analogy about chemistry lab jobs. You can train anyone off the street to follow instructions and run the machines. You prefer to deal with chemists and biologists for that because they'll be able to figure out what to do if something unexpected happens and pay the difference. That's worth it. Yeah. It's just kind of like, see, my job, like, people I would not even be able to train anyone to do my job. It would take years, like, to be able to do my job. But yeah, it's the same type of thing. It's like, you're looking for a particular skill set, and like, even if like the job is easy with that skill set, then like, that's kind of what you want. Like, you don't really want someone doing a job if that job is hard for that person. Like, it's better for the job to be easy for that person, ideally. Like, jobs don't have to be difficult, and especially if it's because they're trained enough to do it. And the same thing though for streaming. Like, streaming requires, like, you have to be kind of a self-starter, self-motivated. You have to be really good self-discipline and self-regulation, and you have to be really good at planning and organized, and you do have to be creative to a certain extent as well. You have to have really good social skills, and it helps to be a little bit extroverted, or the right type of extroverted. Like, I saw some people saying how, like, oh, this person said that streaming's hard, and part of it is like interacting with fans, but interacting with your fans and your community online should be really easy. It's actually the most fun part of the job. And it's like, it depends though, because some people like get stressed when you have to, like, reply to a bunch of comments. You post something and there's a bunch of comments on it, and you have to read through those comments, and some of them can be demoralizing. I posted a TikTok yesterday about VTuber men and the shape their models are, and I did get a couple people in the replies being like, when I think of VTuber men, I think men using falsetto voices, using female models, right? And like, that's just frustrating, because then it gets back to the point where a lot of people see female VTubers and they're like, oh, they're just fat 55-year-old men, who are too ugly to stream with, webcam. And it's like, it just makes me mad, because I'm not a 55-year-old man. And even if you, like, tell people, like, it's like, nothing wrong with 55-year-old men, but I'm not. And if I say I'm not, and people are like, no, you are, it's like, that's where it gets really upsetting. And because, like, you can't be a girl, because girls don't stream, or if they do it in their bikinis. Like, it's very predatory. Even if like calling Iron Mouse a man is perpetuating predatory behavior and and dehumanization in a lot of ways, the way people view female streamers and stuff like that, and objectifying women and stuff. Even though it's like, oh well, we're not talking about a woman, we're accusing Iron Mouse of being a man, but like it's still promoting that general idea, and that stuff is hard to deal with. You know, that stuff is hard to deal with, and it takes a mental toll. And so like it's not always easy interacting with social media. You know, and so being like, oh well, you know, interacting with your community and being active on other platforms should be the easiest and most fun part of the job. Like, no, not really. Like, and it depends. Some people can like let that roll right off them, you know, or they're really good at just like, yeah, you know, seeing it, forgetting it, not really, they kind of see the keywords, and or they're really good at like only interacting with a couple things on a post, and they'll be like, okay, I'll like this, this, and this, and move on, you know, like it, you know, it depends, you know, how they like to socialize and what feels stressful to them in terms of socialization and what is exhausting to them and what isn't, right? And it kind of depends on the person. And again, that kind of goes down to like, yeah, the exact set of social skills that they bring. And like you have to be entertaining. That's where I fail as a streamer. I'm not particularly entertaining. I'm probably not entertaining enough to be a full-time streamer. So like, you know, it's just like there's a lot that goes into it, fun that goes into it, and you know, it is, and like, because even if you think like, okay, 4 hours of streaming, but you might have like half an hour of setup before stream, you know, and then you know, and that's already like even 4.5 hours, half an hour on the back end of things, exporting the video to YouTube. If people change the thumbnails of their videos, change the titles, that sort of stuff, a lot of times the streamer themselves will do, because it's just easier, because it's right there, right in front of them. And you know, that's still a half hour back end, so even a 4-hour stream will have like 5 hours of work. And then there's just 3 more hours to make it, you know, 3 more hours to make it 8 hours. You know, and a lot of full-time streamers stream a lot more than that too. So it's like saying 3 hours of meetings and other, you know, emails and that sort of stuff. And, you know, we could say like, well, so what if they get an hour paid lunch? That makes sense. So really we're budgeting for 7 hours a day. And so that's just really 2 hours beyond the streaming that they did. A 1 hour meeting, maybe on average, like every day, kind of for meetings / emails. And then like 1 other hour left for actually choosing games to play, commissioning art, interacting with their community online. Like that's, you're still putting in really the same number of hours. It's just a different skill set, you know? And the money, again, like it's a business. And usually it scales up. The more money people take in, usually the more they put back into their business, the more art they commission. Like Iron Mouse, she makes a lot of money, right? But guess what? One, a lot of it goes to charity. And two, how many models does that girl have? 25? Probably, I mean, that might be an embarrassingly low number. She might even have way more. She has so many models, right? And like, but part of that is like, you know, it keeps her relevant and everything. And like, so there's a lot that, you know, can go back into the business expenses, buying games, upgrading equipment, and your setup, and you know, models and art, and you know, paying editors, managers, clippers, mods, you know, like, because again, the dream would be to pay all of these people, and plus be able to, one, your own salary, and then also be able to put some money away kind of in the back end of things, right, for sort of the value of the business, so that if you have a lower kind of income month, then you can dip into those savings. And those savings might be a lot, because you might have to literally pay like editors, you know, and you might need to pay them like $2,000 for that month. So it's not like you can only have $1,000 in reserves. You know, you might have like 3 editors you're paying, and then you might, you know, so you might have a lot that you need to pay for. And yeah, sometimes they still make a lot of personal salary on top of that, might be pretty good. But you know, it's usually not too outrageous. And if they're the bigger people, honestly, the like most successful people in a lot of fields make a lot of money. You know, especially in the entertainment field. But it's so few people fit that mold of like streamers who make over $1 million of personal income a year, or content creators who make over $1 million of personal income a year. And it's just like, it just, you know, it just depends. They're different. They're entirely different. And like I said, I wouldn't want to be a full-time streamer. Like, even if I were given that option, I would not be, because I don't think I'd be good enough for that. In terms of consistency, I don't think I would hold an audience the size of the audience required. Like, even if I all of a sudden skyrocketed to averaging 5,000 viewers, right? I don't think I could hold that for 5 years. You know, I think maybe 1 year, if I'm lucky, before it starts dwindling. You know, I don't think I could. I don't think I'd be good enough to scale up from that, and I don't think I could hold that interest of relevancy. It would be a like one-time off-the-cuff reason for the influx, and then, you know, but it wouldn't be like sustained, kind of. You know, I don't know. But like, you know, and yeah, I could put in the effort to make it sustained. I just don't think I'm the right.
Of some sort when you see her. It must be salacious because she's.
I just don't think I'm the right sort of person for
herself.
that. Hold on, what is this? Ooh, okay. Sorry, working on the volume. Reading a novel. Okay.
Enough of the will they, won't they? Get you some fan, girl.
Oh, the fan.
Oh, just kiss her. Come on.
What are you reading?
Bathsheba starts, throwing the book your way with a shriek. You take a closer look at the book. A ceiling fan and a pedestal fan, each with varying amounts of cleavage, stand chest to chest in a pose that lets you know right away.
For a second, I was like, haven't I already seen this? But I saw it on someone else's stream. This looks fun.
It is fun, yeah. You can hold on to it if you want.
Bathsheba places a hand on her chest, batting her eyelashes at you.
So, we gonna get to making me some friends?
Wasn't I supposed to meet that fan club somewhere sometime? Yeah, absolutely.
Yay! Okay, I'm not into walking, so let's just stick around here, huh?
She looks around the room, her gaze settling on the toilet.
Oh, how about Jean-Loup?
As you turn your deviated gaze on the toilet, it springs to life.
You interrupt, little crapper's
I don't know why the
piece.
narrator
What could
acts
you want?
surprised.
You hunk like sick geese. You're...
That's enough of that.
Bathsheba steers you away before the rapping toilet can complete his
I
verse.
mean, he's not a bad rapper, really. Like,
Maybe someone a little more beautiful and delicate.
he's just
You
a little
know,
French.
Someone who can keep up with me.
Bathsheba looks around the room, her gaze finally settling on someone standing by the counter.
Ooh, Barry!
Bathsheba waves at
Oh, I
Barry,
don't think we met this guy
who
yet.
gives her a surprised but enthusiastic little wave back. She grins.
Oh, what's this now? Is it my birthday and no one told me?
Why is the narrator's voice so much louder than everyone else's
Fabulous
voices?
Bathsheba come to consort with my humble self?
Oh, come on, Barry. I see you all the time.
Yes, but do you speak to me, darling?
Aren't we, like, beyond words?
For some reason, I know this is a shower head, but to me, it looks like a phone. Like an old-fashioned phone. But like, you know, the end just kind of, like, doesn't have the, like, mouthpiece on it. I don't know if that's what— oh, her earrings are bath bombs. That's fun. But yeah, I like, yeah, just like a phone, especially because she likes gossip and stuff. That's why the phone thing, like, really, I don't know. Feels
I
for
wouldn't
me.
go that far.
You ignore Barry. I don't want to tell her
No
a yes
way.
or no.
Every day.
Barry, sweetie, baby. It's just that I'm like so fabulous, it's hard. Listen,
Barry's also pretty
listen,
fabulous.
Barry, honey. There's
Look at
no
him.
reason you and I shouldn't
He's got
be
these
close.
swatches.
I mean, we're both beautiful, and we love things that make you beautiful. Instant besties, right?
Well,
You should be
it would be
besties.
nice to have someone to talk to about my latest obsessions. Oh, today it's snail mucin. You wouldn't
Have some of
believe
that.
The limitless beauty application snail mucin has.
I actually need to get more skincare stuff, but I've been reluctant because, you know, it's like Korean skincare, and I don't know what that's like with the tariffs. I don't know where we stand in prices of Korean skincare, so I've been kind of like dragging my feet a little bit to order stuff again, because now last time I ordered extra stuff because I didn't know what stuff I would like and what would work for me, but now I can like get less because I know exactly what I want. I need like 4 products what I want to order, but I suppose the last time I ordered 6, I think. This time I just need 4. Because two of them I was like, this isn't good for me. But, yeah, I need to do that.
Snail mucin. Is that what it sounds like?
Just let him explain.
Oh, fine.
Are you going to allow me to explain, or would you rather this conversation ended here?
She looks at you, desperation in her gaze.
Please continue, Barry.
Thank you. As I was saying, snail mucin is a truly
I don't want her to hate
wondrous
me.
product. It's truly miraculous when it comes to dry skin.
Really? Cause see, my skin's not really dry, but like, I still like it.
Here, why don't you try just this little bit? The snail mucin essence will make you a true believer.
It really doesn't
He
moisturize.
holds a small jar out to you, dipping a small applicator into it and lifting it up, letting the product slowly drip back down into the jar. It's not the most appealing sight.
It's literally just like, I mean, maybe he just has like pure snail mucin. Mine's like part of a serum, you know.
I think I'm going to be sick. I'm out.
Bathsheba flees, leaving you and Barry alone.
Don't suppose you'd like to try the essence?
Yeah. Sure, why not? Why are we so
Well,
passionate?
Someone around here is open-minded.
What's fine? Okay, who should we talk to? Hold on. I need to check on our fan. I forget her name. Oh, I have talked to her before. Perfect. We'll talk to her again. Oh, we should talk to Tina again, too. And Beverly. Again, I kind of want to talk to people, like, a second time, maybe, like, a third time, who, like, I didn't really talk to that much before. There's our boy. He's so cute. With a little cup in his hair. Wait, was I supposed to, like... I should hang out with you. Okay. Was I supposed to... Okay, I do have to come back today. I don't know if this was yesterday or if I missed out or not. I should come back. Oh, we have met Barry. Okay. Oh, right. He's Sid Wolfhard's brother. And we should check in with Lyric again, see how he's doing. I haven't talked to him in a while. Candelabra. Sailor Moon, I still haven't found her. Hoover. Fantina. Came to the next meeting. Okay, that's all I know. Okay. Well, okay. We have to talk to Johnny Splash, but I think I'll talk to the fan as well.
Fantina lets out an excited little shriek when she spots you, running over
I
to
mean,
greet
she's
you.
cute, but like,
You don't see
I don't
anyone
know.
else around, but perhaps the other fan club members are just a little late?
You came! Oh my god! Okay, sorry. Sorry, I promise I'll calm down. I've actually got some deep breathing rotational exercises I've been practicing to appropriately handle this sort of situation.
Okay, volume's fine. Sorry, I just want to get the volume again. Like I said, to me, the narrator
Don't you worry. I'll get my spindle system back under control
is
ASAP.
louder than them, so honestly doesn't faze me.
And you are so incredibly understanding. Just another one of your exceptional qualities. And again, my sincerest apologies. I just thought that the last time we met would be the highlight of my entire year. But suddenly, here you are again. It's like I'm living in some sort of fantasy.
Really, I'm just me.
You're being much too modest. Since you're here, this feels like as good a time as any to present you with your exclusive fan meetup welcome gift.
Fantina holds up something small and rectangular. You can't quite see what it is, and she keeps it facing away from you.
You got me a gift?
Of course, you're our guest of honor today. The fan club just wanted to express our immense and profound appreciation that you take the time out of your busy schedule to come and visit with us. We know you have some big shakeups at work, and today's usually laundry day, so it means so much that you still found the time. You really are the absolute best.
Thanks.
Don't thank me yet. Wait until you see your gift. So, without further ado, may I present
I would have done You're So Sweet, but like, I don't want to like romance her, you know?
your
Gotta be careful.
likeness crafted out of
I've learned from Wall and Dunk that you gotta be careful.
She turns your gift around to face you, and it's just as she said it was. A crude but sweet rendering of you in pasta.
I hope you like it. I wasn't sure if you were more of a rigatoni or a penne fan, so I
Yeah, I
used
like penne.
both. With just a dabbling of fettuccine.
That's amazing.
So what do you think? Do you like it?
It's very unique.
Oh, I'm so glad. It took me like 8 hours to make, which may seem like a lot, but pasta is actually an incredibly volatile medium.
What does pasta have to do with fans,
Michelangelo
though?
may have been a whiz with marble, but I'd like to see him try to sculpt something out of rigatoni.
It's very sweet.
It warms my spindle to know how much you love it. Again, the fan club is just so incredibly appreciative that you stopped by.
You take another look around, but still fail to spot anyone else.
Question, is the rest of the fan club coming soon?
Oh, well actually, this is the fan club.
Yeah. Very exclusive.
True.
She
it
literally
is
said there were like a
very
few other people.
exclusive, but, well, I suppose I should probably address the circulator in the room.
I'm listening.
Okay, but try to reserve judgment until you hear the entire story. The fan club was me and Gary. We've both been your biggest fans since literally like forever.
Who is Gary?
And we used to share the job of orchestrating the fan meetups to make sure no one would have to shoulder too much of the load. It's a huge responsibility, you know?
Makes total sense.
But recently, Gary and I, well, I guess you could say we've been having clashes over the direction of the club.
Her cord around and then her belt. They're like suspenders in the belt. That's kind of cool.
There were some new initiatives that I'd been championing that he just wasn't on board with. And he's obviously completely allowed to voice his opinions. I think that's essential in democracy. But as your biggest fan, I just didn't think that Gary really understood what this fan club was all about. So we opted to go our separate ways, and now it's just me.
Completely understood.
Wait, you're disappointed, aren't you?
Any fan club is still pretty cool in my book.
No, it's okay. I can totally tell. And why wouldn't you be? I promised you this incredible, fantastic event worthy of your presence, and what did I deliver? Just me and a lame statue made of pasta that you can't even eat or date?
I didn't even ask about dating it. It's kind of weird that
probably
you...
don't even like rigatoni. A real super fan would
I mean, it's
know
okay.
that.
I mean, house fries are essentially the same. I love it.
You're just saying that to make me feel better.
Honestly,
I
yeah.
can't believe I took you away from laundry day and wasted your time.
It's
all
laundry
for
day?
nothing.
Oh.
I'd be disappointed too.
Then we should go talk to our
God,
laundry.
I'm so stupid.
We haven't yet, so... I don't think you're stupid at all.
But I am. I just so desperately wanted to
Well,
impress
that's okay.
you, you know? After all, you're so amazing
Sometimes being a little
and
stupid is cute.
incredible. And I wanted you to know how special I think you are. How I'd do anything to make you understand how much you mean to me.
I promise I still think you're
Really?
great.
In spite of everything? In spite of the rigatoni?
Mm-hmm. I promise I don't care about the rigatoni.
Let me make it up to you. I don't want to overpromise, but remember the initiative that Gary and I butted heads about?
Yeah, that was literally 2 minutes ago.
Well, I've been waiting for the opportune moment to reveal that project, but I think now is the right time. So, if you'd be willing to give me one more chance and come to the next meetup, I'd love to unveil it for you. I know it's an imposition, but it'd mean the world to me. Would you consider coming for me?
Absolutely.
Every time I don't think you could be any more awesome, you go and exceed all my expectations. I promise it'll be an experience you'll never forget. I hope to see you soon.
Okay. That was fun. Okay. Oh, but the sun's shining in. That's so pretty. Alright, we need to go talk to Johnny Splash.
Johnny is smiling even before he sees you. When your eyes meet, his smile only grows broader. You've never seen him this excited.
I've only seen him like twice
Well,
before.
hey there, gorgeous.
I guess, and then 2 times at the
I'm so glad
breaker
you're back.
box, but
I've got some incredible news.
you don't need my help anymore?
Actually, I'm probably gonna need even more help.
All of those answers
Here's
were a
why.
little negative.
So, after you left the other day, I went ahead and submitted an audition tape to the American
Oh,
Maestro
right, he
casting
wanted to be
directors.
on American Idol.
I know we were supposed to do that together and whatnot, but I was just too darn excited to wait.
Well, that's fine. It's your dream, not mine.
And you ain't never gonna guess what happened.
What? They liked it?
Even better. They absolutely loved it.
Wow.
In fact, they loved it so dang much that they want me to be on the show. Ain't that as fine as cream gravy?
I'm not sure cream gravy is that fine, but yeah, it's a... Wait, for real?
Heck yeah! They said I would be, and I'll quote, absolutely perfect for the show.
Oh, I'm worried they're gonna make
And
fun of
Fontana,
him.
she's one of the executive producers or something like that, said I'm exactly what they've been looking for.
Montana. Who's Montana
Can you
again?
believe that? Exactly what they've been looking for. I feel like a catfish in a fresh mud hole.
Ooh, my fan is here. Let's finish this day and then I'll go grab it. That's incredible.
Ain't it though? And you know what's crazy? Before you came along, I'd almost given up all hope. I'd resigned myself to a life of watching rust corrode my nozzle and hair clog my dream. Real depressing, dismal stuff. But after all of these years of hoping and praying, my dream is finally gonna come true. Ah, Johnny Splash! I'm gonna be on American Maestro. But first, I need your help.
Better than doom scrolling, I guess.
Perfect! Now, his first performance is
Perfect,
obviously
this
a
is
big
really
old
funny.
deal. It's the cattle call episode. So I still need to impress the judges enough to ensure I don't get eliminated right off the bat. So, I want to make sure everything about my performance is as clean as a hound's tooth. I was thinking maybe I could sing a few bars for you. You could give me some pointers on how to improve.
Personally, I would have hired a professional vocal coach, but okay. Yeah, I don't really want to.
You're probably just as good as any vocal coach.
You're probably just
I
as good.
promise. So, I was thinking of leading with this tune.
The thing is, he's not good, right?
It was an old favorite of my mama's, an old favorite of mine. And I hope you'll like it too. It goes a little something like this.
Why are some of these voices so quiet? I can't access the menu.
Souls are
right now.
swirling as I scrub away the dirt. Steam rising high as I like to flare. Huh, huh. Droplets dancing on my skin so smooth. In the shower alone, I can't help but groove. Hoo, hoo. I'm a shower in my feeling good so grand. Staying in the shower with my soap hand.
That hum was really good.
Oh, baby, you're gonna let me shine. I'm a shower man, you're gonna make me mine.
The Ghana was good too.
Well, what do you think?
I don't have enough boys. Oh wow, that was
Wait, you didn't like it?
Ooh. We'll get you some auto tune and you'll be fine. Oh, I want to
can't
be like
believe this.
solution oriented.
You know what I think. I think you're just jealous.
Bro, there were no good options for me to say. Why are all of these things mean? Not at all, I promise.
I can't believe I didn't see it before. But you made it crystal clear. Now that the world also acknowledges my talents, you're just afraid you're not gonna be special to me anymore.
I don't understand, like, some of... I mean, maybe it's just, like, the story, but, like, how do you go about romancing this guy when, like, the way the game sets it up is like, you walk in here and you, like, you know, do your little glasses thing on the shower, and the game's like, you see this absolutely annoying man standing in your bathroom. He's super weird, and his voice sucks. And then it's just kind of like, okay, so, like, do we date him, or... You joke monkey. Like, I don't know. I feel like some characters the game is just biased against in like, its initial description of those characters. And I don't know, it's kind of weird to me, because it's like, why are we, like, putting all of these things onto these descriptions onto my... Because some characters, like, oh, and you see standing there the most gorgeous woman you've ever met. You know, and it's like, well, I mean, I guess she's pretty, but, like, you know, I don't know. It's weird when they give you, like, these, like, opinions, you know. They put these opinions on your character. And it's, like, kind of like, well, I don't feel like, you know, I don't know. It's weird.
And I can
I don't really like
understand
it.
being insecure. But I can't forgive you trying to clip my wings just when I'm starting to fly. I thought you were different. But now I can see you're no better than Duke, my old hound dog, who also said my notes were flat.
Dude, Duke is your trusty hound dog.
But Duke lacks the
Trusty.
cognitive ability to appreciate my talent.
He actually seems to have the cognitive ability to recognize your flat notes.
And apparently so do you.
Rude! I think you need a little more practice is all.
Enough! I don't have time to keep rehashing this with you. I'm on in less than an hour.
The American Idol
We're
thing
letting
is not
perform
going to go
via
well.
Video conference. Because I'm a shower and I couldn't come into the studio, obviously.
They think you're perfect for this because they're going to make
Also,
fun of
I
you.
couldn't find a suitable pet hotel for Duke's very specific dietary restrictions. There were a lot of issues.
Please don't be like this.
Look, I better go. I'm sorry things had to end this way.
I'll come around.
I really did like you. And you changed me in ways I never thought possible. And I'll forever be grateful for the contributions you've made too.
You'll be
My
back. It's okay.
personal
You
growth.
just need a little bit of time to yourself. Things to end this way. I watch people chill out. Maybe way too. I don't want things to end this way either.
All right. You're right. You're right. I am being way too dramatic. Like a possum playing dead. I didn't mean all that, and I'm sorry for overreacting.
It's okay.
This just means so much to
I
me.
know.
The pressure
There-
to
it's
succeed is so
a
dang
lot of
overwhelming.
emotions. It's okay.
Maybe we both just need some time apart to calm down and think things through.
I'm good, but I think you might need some time, yeah. And that's fine. No sweat, dog. I don't want to say that. I think it's a good idea.
How about this? I gotta go get ready now, but in a few days my episode is gonna air.
Okay.
Why don't you come back over then? We can share some bourbon, and we'll watch the episode together.
Okay.
Just you and me. Maybe Duke. I promise you won't want to miss it.
I really like that.
Oh, that's sweet, sweet music to my ears.
Please don't make this be romance.
Can't wait to see you again, gorgeous. Hunka, hunka,
Okay. Alright, my fan said it was laundry day, so let's talk to...
An acrobat in bright orange evaluates you with a smirk. His hair is streaked with grey, and there's a twinkle in his eyes that tells you this guy is definitely going to keep you on your toes.
Well, hello
Interesting.
there, new face. I may be quite excited to meet you.
I may be.
Yes.
Drysdale. Okay. You may be excited?
I have a voluptuous suspicion that may be the emotion I'm experiencing.
Definitely heard this
Yes.
voice before. I don't know. I'm not placing it anywhere immediately. You don't know whether or not you're excited to meet me. Yeah.
Well, how can I
Sure.
know for sure? You might turn out to be fabulously interesting, in which case, yes, I am thrilled. Pass the champagne.
Well, but that would be excited to know me. Excited to meet me is finding out if I'm interesting or not. So are you excited in finding out if I am or not? Because like once you found out, it's already happened. You can't. Excited is like an anticipatory emotion.
Or you might, in reality, be a dud. A wet blanket. A bore.
This is the guy. This sounds like the vampire. You know, the one. Right, you know the one. The one. The one. I don't remember the name of the vampire or the voice actor. But you know the one. From Baldur's Gate. Oh my god. I don't know why I can't think of his name. Yeah, that one. Doesn't he sound like him? Kinda sounds like him. And you know they make them look a little bit like their voice actors. And this kind of looks a little bit similar to what's his face. Neil? Is Neil his name? Is his name Neil?
Well, if that happens, and I've already committed to excitement, I'd...
Yeah, that's what came to mind. Yeah, yeah.
I'd look like a bit of a moron now, wouldn't I?
It's gotta be him. Definitely can't risk looking like a moron.
Can't, shan't, won't. Dignity is key.
Oh, and there might be like, cause like of the shirt, like that's a very Asterian shirt as well. So they do like to
tell me,
play into the
am I
the voice
excited?
actors
Or am I already sorry I asked?
like deal. So
Keep in mind, when I'm disappointed, my finely toned trapezii tend to flare unexpectedly.
but it might be someone different, and then that'd be kind of embarrassing. But those are quite toned.
Naturally, as an energetic equilibrist, I must keep my body in tip-top shape. I can
Equilibrist?
see that
I didn't know that was the word for it.
you do not make that a priority.
Excuse you. But I also kind of hate working out. I like cardio sometimes, but I mean, I'm not. I mean, like
The
I like
tireless
productive forms
pursuit
of
of physical
exercise, like dance and
excellence.
stuff. You know, like things that or the exercise like creates. It serves another purpose other than exercise itself. I don't really like exercising for exercise sake. More functional workout. Ooh. I don't know if that's what I mean, but
Indeed. I am an enthusiast for anything that challenges all sides of my glorious vessel.
how do you work out exactly?
Jerub, I cannot even begin to tell you, but I
Jerub?
am nothing if not inventive, fearless, indefatigable.
You must be creative too.
Devilishly so. I haven't given up hope that I'll yet be able to craft a perfect metabolic masterpiece.
Using only what's here in the laundry room?
Gasp! I've had a sudden flash.
Oh,
that I
he's
should
a
feel
dryer because
excited
like
for a
sometimes and
nuptial
he's like
ride.
a trapeze
Explain
artist
yourself,
and like
brain.
I don't know if he's a tightrope walker too, but like because it's like clotheslines, you know, that maybe.
Oh, no, wait. I figured it out. Oh, that's more points for me. Huzzah! Would you,
Huzzah.
my new lovely acquaintance, like to help me create the perfect challenge for my body and mind? Would
Sure.
you help me invent a tango for the triceps, a conga for the core, a quick step for the quadriceps?
Sure.
Awesome! Yes, as incapable of inspiring awe, just like my obliques. Yes? Yes.
Love the humility, dude.
Oh, my cherub, why be humble when you can be
Oh,
hot?
I wasn't sure if he would take that sarcastically or not. I was kind of hoping he wouldn't pick up on that. Really, with a
Oh,
W?
lighten up. W's need love too. Away we go!
What should we start with first?
Obliques.
Oh, okay.
I know. I can lie down with Florence, grasp Titus by her intimidating epaulettes, and Russian twist her for 3 sets of 20.
Florence is the floor, I'm assuming. Titus is...
What do you think?
Titus, what's that?
Titus! The detergent!
Oh, okay.
If you think I'm dramatic. What do you think?
How about a hanging knee raise instead?
Oh dear.
Trying to be productive.
I don't think that's a
Oh.
good idea.
Never mind.
Darling,
Why?
where would I hang from?
The door frame?
Dorian?
Oh, you're right. Dorian wouldn't
Have
like
you
that.
seen a slice a la mode? How could I ever focus on form with that form?
Oh, you're just
before
worried
me?
you'd
Oh,
be
no.
distracted,
No more
I see.
temptations. I must keep my movement pure.
Okay. I'm thinking, how about burpees? Johnny for 5 minutes, you go around 5 hours dance all night. Let's be flying again with 1,000 jumping jacks. No, we gotta know that burpees are a better exercise.
Ah, you
Yeah.
are a cruel taskmaster. Lucky
Yeah, I
for
know.
you, I am exceptionally well mastered. Rigorous training is the only way forward, the only way to progress. Bring me the ecstasy of discipline, the sublime breath of skill. Oh, for the love of Lint, I sound like him.
Who?
Washford, of course.
Ah, it
He's
must be the
almost
washing machine.
monastic in his approach to physical work. Call
I've never been in
Washford
better
for
shape.
me.
Oops. Oh, wait. Alright, wait. Alright, you kidding? You're like, who's gonna top each other? You're not talking?
Yes, obviously. If you were genuinely far away, this would be so much less torturous. But as it is the stuff of pure drama.
Don't say it like that,
Sumptuous, don't you think?
I guess. Washford.
Just wait a moment. He should be here.
Oh, wait.
It appears your pipes are not glorious enough to traverse the great distance that still persists between us. You'll have to use your feet. Not as glorious. Slightly floppy, really, but hopefully effective. Have at it!
Okay. And this is our last one of the day. I don't think there was anyone else I had to talk to, so... Alright, let's talk to Washford.
A handsome acrobat greets you with a small
Ooh.
yet theatrical little bow, placing a hand on his chest and tipping his head forward. He has the aura of a veteran showman, but he doesn't look particularly
Aura,
pleased
huh?
to have you as his audience.
Got aura.
Greetings, weary traveler.
Their little voice lines are kind of weird sometimes. Readings.
You seem taken aback. Quite natural. It was not my intention to frighten you, though I grant I'm known to be a disquieting presence when I'm in a mood.
Sounds like a bad mood.
Yes. Yes. A long and solitary bad mood.
His freckles are cute.
For this, for everything, we are out of tune.
Anything you'd like to talk about?
You aren't serious. You jest.
No. I mean it.
You want to hear my story?
Yeah. For sure.
I am a servant to the drama of the heart.
Another I'm not gonna say that. Truthfully, we're talking about this should be good.
Good, bad, what's the difference?
This is about Drysdale.
The mention of Drysdale makes Washford's eyes narrow.
Is this about Drysdale? How did you know?
I'm really smart at relationships. That's such a weird thing to say, but it's less. I can add 2 and 2 is a little insulting. I'm really smart at relationships.
Not at this one. It has stumped a heart as profound as mine, an energy as bright as his. I am awash in the scurryings of lives. Countless stories. I am filled with water, the fundamental state of all things. Water, the tears you cry when you are born, when you are made, when you are broken. It is the sweat that drips from brows and shaking knuckles in alleyways,
I've got to
in
stop
schoolyards.
talking to new things and go back to the same ones.
It flows over its own frozen self down dry and grateful throats. It drops from noses in blazing sunshine onto lemon-printed bathing suits. It is the wellspring of ancient secrets, held in rough clay bowls.
They used clay bowls in medieval dynasty to make the
I'm
paint for the
surrounded by it.
houses. I'm remembering all the times I left my clothes in the wash here too long. I'm sorry.
You cannot know the agony that exact decision has caused me. I cannot talk about it. You'll have to ask Drysdale about it. The pale betrayal.
Sounds intense.
You have no idea. But not only that. Not only do I hold the limitless, the unfathomably simple. I hold the dirt of life.
Dirt of life.
Blood stuck in denim from skin knees comes to me. The stains of earth from a weekend spent burrowing into trees and the slimy, crawly things. The makeup smeared onto shirt collars and cuffs, streaked mascara, and embers of a lipstick that blazed once. All of this comes to me to be absolved. It may be dissolved, but it does not disappear. It cannot. nothing does.
So what happened?
I must keep it
I'm
all.
not entirely certain what's
It
happening,
is a
what's
vast
going on with
treasure
this.
house of memories,
The words are
of
just kind of
senses.
oof.
and it is safe with me. But how can I, just me, survive that? How could anyone bear the weight of that much life?
Oh, is he worried because Drysdale's on top of him? I don't know.
It is the words. It is language. To be able to communicate, to share the burden. It is poetry that keeps me afloat in my
You
own
like
sea.
poetry? My boyfriend, Dice K, the dishes, he also likes poetry. I'd really love to hear the story you have to tell me, I guess.
And this at last is the dawn?
Yeah.
Such bewilderment comes with the sight of the room, I cannot tell.
A deep breath.
I have lost my only friend.
First eyebrow sympathetically, sigh sympathetically, or nod. First eyebrow sympathetically.
He gazes off
I'm gonna
into
give
the
him a
distance, something
concerned look,
clearly
like, oh
weighing on
no.
him. His eyes narrow for a few moments, and then he
I really like that
sighs.
they gave me choices of facial expression to make. That's really cool.
Oh.
That it?
Yes, my God, haven't I done enough?
I'm gonna need a little bit more detail here.
Drysdale. He was a phantom
Oh.
of delight when first he gleamed upon my sight. But we are quite forsaken.
Man, what happened?
We were a duo. An acrobatic team rivaled by none on earth. We were swift, smooth, and strong. I wish you could have seen him fly. To the vault of
Well-
paved heaven.
Helping him do workouts and stuff. Apparently, he like
Our performances were legend. They came from many rooms away to watch us, to applaud us. And joy filled me as wine in a glass overflowed.
he absolutely pronounced the V there. Just saying. Sounds like you guys had a really amazing connection.
Past tense, but the physical connection between him and me, it is like nothing I have ever known before or since.
So what's the problem?
He does not need poetry like I do. When he talks, it is a breeze to my tempest, and to him my tempest seems but a suggestion, a rumor of rain in another man's country.
But you had your art, didn't you? Seems like you weren't a good match. Did your art, didn't you?
Until we didn't. Until he was too busy to perform. Too occupied with other things to tumble with me.
Oh, I get it, because he's a tumbler. Oh,
The bond was broken.
I
The
get
bright
it.
cord severed.
They're tumblers
He
too.
abandoned
Oh,
me.
there's a lot. Okay.
And when he was finally ready again, I was unreachable. Locked in my own chillon. Trying to
I
claw
don't know
my
what
way
that
back
means.
to a friend who could not hear me. The wall between us has been impenetrable ever since.
Whoa.
Yes, it's been years. As I said, traveler, a long and solitary bad mood. All moving things come to an end. A knotted willow. I miss him every day. Though you have been a rather dismissive and flippant creature, I find I am still charmed. I didn't know I could still feel that way.
Don't worry, these things will be working out. It just doesn't sound like you guys are right now. You say it will working out.
You're asking me to have faith.
I mean, like, I kind of hate
I would
being
be
like,
hard-pressed
oh,
to
you guys
acquiesce
just
in
aren't
love
good for each other.
but
Because, like,
try
just
everything
even if you have,
else.
like, communication differences, you just need to, like, communicate to work around them, you know? I kind of hate that, like, you're just not meant to be. You can't even be friends, you know? Like, I don't know. I don't like that. Like, you can make it work. Like, very few people, like, are completely incompatible. You know? You just have to make it work.
Thank you, sincerely, for listening. It has been so long since anyone has stopped, has heard me.
You're welcome, buddy. Alright. Time to go upstairs. So my bed was more like crumpled than usual. Oh, whoops, I forgot. That's fine, we can do it today. I forgot to look at the data for new people. Oh, right, I forgot. I was like, have I talked to the dishwasher? I did. I almost went to talk to him again. Washford and Trisdale. David Sobolov. Alright, who is that? Okay, he's in Guild Wars 2, Elder Scrolls Online, One Piece, Transformers, a D&D thing, Star Trek thing, a Spider-Man thing, a Dota thing, Legends of Runeterra, Guardians of the Galaxy TV series, American Dad, Alita Battle Angel, more superhero stuff, Ben 10, Fortnite, a WoW thing, more superhero stuff, Daredevil, the series, Attack on Titan, more superhero stuff, Hearthstone, regular show, Dota 2, Diablo 3, Guild Wars 2, Halo 4, Mass Effect 3, Uncharted 3, R.L. Stein's The Haunting Hour, Smurfs thing, Star Trek thing, Dragon Age Origins, League, Call of Duty, more Transformers stuff, Age of Empires 3, Serenity. Is that the movie Serenity? Maybe, actually. Shark Tale, Teen Titans, Sabrina the Animated Series. Oh my god, I forgot I used to watch that when I was little. Wow. Yeah, I guess about it. Hey, Hubert. Welcome, welcome. Okay. So this guy was in those things. That was a pretty quick list. All right. And then let's see. Is this Asterion? Is this Asterion? Right, did we get it right? It is, yes. Okay. The old new one. That's it. That's his name. Okay, yeah. Yeah. We were right. I think this is the first voice actor I like accurately guessed. So I feel accomplished. Although I suspected Matt Mercer, but I didn't even I wasn't thinking who voices this. I just kind of assumed he'd be the voice of the D20. I kind of was so caught up in the story that I didn't even think to try to guess the voice actor when I have it for most of these actually. The only reason actually I probably even tried is because you said that you knew you heard him before. So, but what else has he done? What else has he done besides Asterion? Okay. Oh, he's in Lies of P Overture. Is he in the original Lies of P? Okay. Fallout London, of course, Baldur's Gate 3, Final Fantasy 16, Resident Evil Village, some Star Wars stuff. Resident Evil 3, We Happy Few thing. Detroit Become Human. Planet of the Apes: Last Frontier video game. Not a lot that I actually recognize here. Huh. I recognize like none of this stuff. Yeah, well, I don't know any of this stuff. Is it because he's British? He is British, right? I'm assuming. I'm pretty sure. Like, he is actually from the UK. Yeah, okay. He's from Birmingham. Okay. All right. Well, that was successful. Actually, hold on. I think I can exit out of that. Right. He likes presents, biscuits, and wrestling and oil. He dislikes drying clothing. That's unfortunate for my clothes dryer. Okay, and then Washford he likes the written word, a thrill of performance, the sad yet sweet suffering of the intelligent appliant. And he dislikes washing clothes. That's lovely. That's super sad, actually, but okay. Alright. We need to boost our skills, so we need to talk to some of the same people again, like multiple times. I definitely want to we can talk to Lyric up here. Okay. I was like, I definitely want to talk to Lyric.
And once more, we stand to face the music. Let's see what our darling support groupies have to say.
Whoa. Okay, this guy loves me. Oh, I remember. That's where I met. This is the floor, Florence, and this is the wall. So the wall already loves me. I want to be enemies with her. And then, no, wait, she's not the stairs. Who the hell is she? Huh. First I thought she was the stairs, but then I realized she's not. I haven't met her. And then Florence I haven't met either. Time for some wine time. What? What did I, what? Oh, do I have to talk to all of those people? Okay, well let's talk to, I didn't really want to do a new person, but, oh, is that because I ran to Dorian? Is this floor the, yeah, okay.
Be there in a moment.
An utterly charming secretary hurries into view, giving you an apologetic nod.
Hello there. What can I do for you?
Her greeting is cut short as she seems to recognize you mid-sentence.
Oh my goodness gracious! It's the human.
That's me.
Whoa.
That's kind of cute. She's like the wood part, hardwood floor, and then a rug, and then tile. Or like stone, I guess.
Well, I wasn't expecting you today. Oh, golly, I must look an absolute mess. You must be here for Mayor Celia.
Mayor Celia?
Oh, you don't know.
That must be, oh wait, the ceiling! That must be the other, oh my gosh, that's third person.
I completely understand. You must be
Okay.
such a busy bee running around and taking care of all of us here in the house. Who would have time to remember every little detail? Mayor Celia runs things around here. Keeps an eye on all the citizens. Makes sure the wheels are greased so nothing squeaks. You know, that sort of thing. I help her out when I can. But if we're being honest, she does most of the heavy lifting around here. Keeps a roof over everyone's
Don't
heads.
you keep the heavy lifting? You're the floor.
Literally. She's the ceiling. I could pencil you in for an appointment, if you'd like.
Sounds like a great PA. If it helps you look good to your boss, I'd be glad to.
Oh, well.
She twirls a strand of dark hair around her finger, blushing.
Would you care for
Blushing
some tea
sweetly,
while
okay.
you wait?
Yes, please.
Perfect timing. Just so happens I've got a kettle all nice and ready. How do you take it?
Oh, I forgot I was gonna put my fan in. Hold on. After I talk to her then. Milk and sugar, please.
Oh, that's my favorite too.
I usually just
I
prefer my
think I'll
tea with
pour
just
myself
sugar,
a cup while I'm
but
at it.
that's fine.
Florence stumbles, pitching forward onto her hands and knees. The tea spills all over the floor, though
But she is
thankfully
the
the cup
floor.
doesn't shatter.
Oh, thank goodness the cup didn't shatter. That's my boyfriend.
Gosh, that just spilled everywhere. Right on the carpet of my good jacket. Oh, that's gonna stain. I'm so sorry, dear. I need to dab this out with a towel right away. Would it be all right if you showed yourself up to the mayor's office? Just this once?
Sure, don't worry about it.
Thank you so much, dear. Sorry again about the tea. Oh, please don't tell the mayor about this.
No,
There
don't
she
worry.
is, the mare herself. She simply radiates poise and power. She's an intimidating sort of beauty, but you find yourself intrigued to learn more about her.
So, in summary,
Oh,
I just think if I could get a little more foot traffic around my bar, I'd get more business.
I should go talk to her
oh,
again.
Beverly, I understand your concerns. But what do you expect us to do, dear? We already put up posters and held fundraisers. We can't just move the fridge, stove, toilet, and everyone else out of the way to clear foot traffic every night.
We could try that.
Bev,
No.
Fine.
trust me. We're doing everything that we can.
All right. But if nobody's in by next week, I'll be back.
I'm sure you will, darling.
Celia presses an intercom button on her desk.
Florence, dearest, send the next one in.
It's
yes,
me.
miss.
No, it's
Hi.
not. Never mind.
Hello, Mateo. What can I do for you today?
Mateo? Who is he?
That's that's a great
Like a
question,
comforter?
actually. Now that I'm here, I can't even
But
remember.
the bed is
Isn't
different.
it funny how that always happens? Right when you need to think of something to say,
Like,
your brain just sort of
The
goes
blanket on the
blank.
bed isn't the bed.
You know what? It was probably nothing. I don't want to waste your time. I know how busy you are. I'll just see myself out.
Mateo, come. Sit. Tell me what's bothering you.
I don't like her.
Right. It's just...
Go on.
It's Lux. They're kind of pulling cords around the house, refusing to pick up after themselves, keeping the whole bedroom up late with their streams. It's really been stressful for the inanimals. And
And
I
animals?
don't want to get anyone in trouble, but it's
that
just
what
been a lot,
these-
and...
People are all called?
All right, Mateo. All right. Lux, you said.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, he must just be a blanket.
I'll have someone take care of it.
Thank you.
Next.
Whoa!
Hello, Wallace, darling.
Whoa!
Yes, I remember from last week. It's on the docket.
Whoa!
Think nothing of it. Next. Oh,
Me, now
It's
it's
you.
my turn.
I don't believe we've formally met. Mayor Celia. I'm also the president of the HOA. That's Home Objects Association. Here's my card, but really all you ever need to do if you need me is to simply look up. What can I do for you today?
You're probably only the ceiling in this hallway. Just saying. Probably can't look up from, like, the kitchen. Or the bedroom. Nothing specific. I'm just gonna talk to everyone, try and get lay of the land. I want to be fair. I just talk to everyone.
Well then. Hello. Meeting successful.
Great.
Never a bad idea to make sure everybody knows your face. We're important here. Some sit back and
Oh,
wait
it's
for
interesting
others
that
to
I
plan
did meet
things.
her. Before I
Others
never
simply do
actually,
them.
like, because I only,
and
so I
I,
met two people with
doers.
one heart, which is very, like, efficient. Wait for others to plan things to simply do them. You and I were doers. You can be a doer and an introvert. Those aren't mutually exclusive. I'll say absolutely.
I've seen you zipping back and forth around the house, running here and there.
It's like a loud helicopter. Is it? No, it's like a plane. Kind of hard to hear my headphones, but
You seem like a reliable sort. I wonder if I might ask you a favor. It's about my assistant, Florence.
she seems sweet. Oh my gosh, I could just rat
She
her
is an
out and say she spilled my
absolute
tea.
dear.
That'd be so rude.
Although sometimes I fear it gets her into trouble. She's such a kind thing. But that means she lets people walk all over her. Sometimes I worry the wrong sort might be taking advantage of her. I've
Like
noticed that
who?
whenever we go to lunch together, she never seems to buy herself anything. What's more, she's been pinching every penny
Oh
you've dropped on
no,
her
but you're
like
a
a
good
miser.
boss. Have you
I
considered
suspect
paying
she
her
might
more?
be having financial issues. The office
her a
pays her
raise.
well, of course. She's an invaluable assistant. I think it's possible someone might be fleecing her.
Are you sure? 'Cause it's also possible that you just don't know the cost of living, you know? Like, you could be like, how much does a cup of coffee cost? 50 cents, you know? Can't leave the house, can they? No. Well, they're literally the objects in my house. So, like, my ceiling can't leave. I also can't leave the house. While I'm in possession of the specs that let me talk to them.
I'd like to formally ask for your help.
But yeah, if you mean these people, they're not actually people, so they can't leave.
I may be her boss, but Florence
In theory,
would
like my
never
teddy
give
bear,
me
I
a
could take
straight
him out of the
answer
house
if she
and
thought
stuff,
it might
yeah.
upset me.
But
However, she's quite friendly with strangers. And
usually what they
speaking,
talk
as the
they
owner of
talk
the
about
house,
people like
you outrank me.
all
Maybe
together in
you
the
could
house.
Get something out of her.
So
What do you say? Would you do me a favor and look into this matter? Quietly?
I'll look into it.
Thank you. I'll be waiting. Hopefully it's nothing.
Mhm.
What else do you need?
I'll just go back through Florence's office. So we go out for lunch. Yeah. Well, I mean, there are a few restaurants in the house. All I know is my couch runs a Hawaiian fusion restaurant, I believe. I think was it like Korean Hawaiian fusion or something like that?
Hello again. I trust your meeting with the mayor went well?
Yep.
Wonderful. Anything else I can help you with while you're
And all
here?
my food in my kitchen is a food critic, so he knows all the places. And then my breaker box club, and, so there's lots going on in the house. Tell me about yourself.
What? You want to know about me? Oh no. No. You just spoke with the mayor. A little old fuddy-duddy like me can't hold a candle to someone like her. I just handle the paperwork, that's all. Anything else I can help you with
Maybe
while
don't
you're
mind.
here?
Tell me about the mayor then.
She's just incredible, isn't she? So tall and commanding. What I wouldn't give to be able to deal with people the way that she does. Some people think the mayor's cold-hearted, but I'll tell you what, there isn't a sweeter structure this side of the HOA.
I feel like I know this voice too for some reason. She's very striking. You seem quite taken with her.
What do you mean by that, exactly? I just think she's a really remarkable ceiling, that's all. Besides, she's my boss, so I couldn't begin to comment on her outside of professional opinion.
I don't have enough skill points to do anything.
Yep. Anything else I can help you with while you're here?
Exit for office.
Bye-bye.
I'll come back. I guess I'll go back to Celia's
What
office.
else do you need?
Tell me about Florence.
She's the most dedicated secretary I've ever worked with. She would do anything for this office. Unfortunately, the dear can be a little down on herself. Not much in the way of self-confidence. It's a shame, really. She's totally unaware of her own natural charms.
You hope they make a DLC, and it would be the backyard shed. That'd be good. But I don't know. I guess they could change it somehow for the story, but like, I think story-wise, it's like we can't leave the house because like the date theaters are like secret. We have them secretly and stuff, and so we're not supposed to go outside or like we're at risk and stuff. and put the date baiters at risk and everything too. So I don't know how they would work that into the story. But I don't know how the game ends, so. What makes you say that?
I think she's under the impression that she needs to spruce herself up. I keep finding empty bottles around her desk. Perfume, maybe? Although they don't carry a scent. And it seems like every time I turn my back, she's got another set. They don't look especially high quality either. Poor dear. What else do you need?
I don't understand what's going on with these guys. Just wanted to see you.
You have done so. Keep well.
Okay. Cool. Who now? Let me talk to the wall again. I just want to make sure, because I think I might need to talk if we have time. Nah, I don't think there's any more lines with him, so, and I kind of want to progress the game, unfortunately. This guy loves us though, but I think I need to talk to him about Lyric.
Whoa.
Wall.
Whoa.
Okay, but sure. Can I? Let's talk to Beverly again.
You're back! You actually came back! I mean, I know you said you would, but I figured you were just being...
See, I need to beef up our stats, so I need to,
I'm so
like,
happy.
get either, like, friendship or hatred or something with more people, right? Because, like, I have a couple people in love with me, a few people I'm friends with, but, like, each time I either reach one of those 3 love, friendship, hate emotions, I get 5 points into, like, my abilities chart, my stats, right? And I need to improve my stats, so when I talk to more characters, I, like, pass those check marks.
Well,
right?
let me be a good hostess and fix you a drink. What would you like?
A mocktail, please.
Excellent! Always happy to serve customers that don't want to get drunk.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I asked for that last time. I'm pretty sure she
They
gave me an
usually don't
alcoholic
yell
drink.
and hit on me as much. They also sometimes don't tip as much, though. Oh, and also I have no customers. Anyway,
You already told us this
which mocktail
before.
would you like?
Soda.
Refreshing and bubbly, like me. Coming right up.
Down my drink. Okay.
You drain your glass with impressive speed.
Oh, that was fast.
Thanks, Bev.
Anytime! Seriously. Anytime. I still haven't had any new customers. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I make good drinks, I picked a good spot for my bar, and I'm cute and charming to boot. What else do I need?
Do you advertise?
Advertise? You really think that's necessary?
Probably. No one's gonna come if no one knows about it.
Oh. Yeah, I guess that's true. Damn. That feels so obvious now. I just figured word of mouth would be all I needed, right? But I
Oops.
guess
I don't
if
know,
there
I mean,
are
that's
no
something,
mouths
okay.
in the first place, then there can't be any words. That sentence made more sense in my head, but you know what I mean. Too bad this house doesn't have someone like the concept of graphic design or marketing to help me. So, I guess we're gonna be doing it ourselves.
I guess so.
Now, we need this ad to be enticing. We need to be eye-catching and strike up curiosity. But how would we go about that?
Come to Beverly's bar or else. If you don't come to Beverly's bar, are probably eye-catching buzzwords.
Yeah, okay, let's do it.
Although I'm a big fan of the threat strategy.
Which of these
but,
words
you know,
do you feel best describes the atmosphere of the tipsy tumbler?
Cozy.
A good start, but I think we could do better. We gotta bust out the thesaurus. Show that we're smart, too. Now, Lyric won't come by anymore after I tricked him into saying some drunk tongue twisters, but he left behind some good pages on his way out. How about one of these bad boys? I mean, they're all just different ways of saying cozy.
What was this? Congenial. Probably congenial is the most normal sounding
Hell
one.
yeah! Just looking at that word makes me feel
Like,
awkward.
the point is we're supposed to have buzzwords. Like, we can't pick really, like, obscure words because even though they mean the same thing as the buzzword, there's a reason why the buzzword is the buzzword, because it's a simple word.
Thanks for the help. I'll draw up some posters and
I guess
post
the
them
buzzwords
around.
aren't always simple, but
Oh, I'm so excited to show this off. Do you think Freddie Yeti would let me hang some of the posters on him? Oh, maybe I could get a TV commercial or a video ad that you can't skip.
don't do that. Don't be like that.
Or maybe I'll start with the posters and see how that goes. I
Hate the
kind of forgot I was
unskippable
out
ad.
of budget for a second there. Ugh,
Yeah.
I'm just so hyped.
Could do a Super Bowl ad
Get to work
too,
on
why
this
not?
right
If
away.
we're not on a budget.
So, shoo! You're in my creative zone. Get.
Okay. I think we have one more left. Who are we gonna do? Oh, let's talk to Amir again. We haven't talked to Amir in a while.
Ah, my dear, you have come back to visit and give me the chance to admire your...
Amir's smile falters, his effusive praise coming to a grinding halt.
Oh, my tragedy mars your beauty.
Oh no.
It has nothing to do with your gorgeous proportions, your stunning features. It is green, a color that cannot belong in the white statuary of your teeth.
Oh.
Did you have broccoli recently?
Yeah, for breakfast.
Ah,
People eat
that's
broccoli
a
for
strange
breakfast?
choice.
Yeah, I
I'm
know.
afraid you have some left over.
But I
in
didn't
your
want to
teeth,
say
just-
that I haven't eaten broccoli in
there.
ages, because that
Take a
means it's
look.
been in my teeth for ages, and I'm like, nah, man. No. It's a good thing I don't have any guests.
Yes, indeed. You know, I think it might be best to check in with me before any of those encounters in the future. And perhaps you should consider flossing more often. I'm sure Barry would be happy to lend you a hand with it, actually.
Barry does that stuff too. He looked mostly like makeup
He's rather
oriented, but
obnoxiously reliable with personal routine.
Hmm. unsettling when you stare like that. He's not
Oh,
even
I'm
staring,
so
his
sorry.
eyes are closed.
I am always one to fixate on hygiene. And coincidentally, I seem to recall Barry saying he had some free time
Why do you
today.
say his name like that? Okay, I can take a hint.
Oh, good. I did not want to have to tell you how disgusting it was. You
Oh,
are
'cause
not
I still have the
disgusting.
broccoli in there.
The thing was, and it
making him
can happen to
uncomfortable.
the best of us. I'm glad I don't have to tell you how looking at it was causing me to feel nauseated. Or how that old shade of green really doesn't suit you. That would have been rude, and I so hate to be rude.
Yeah, so glad you have to say all that.
Exactly. So nice to be on the same page. Do come back once you've taken care of yourself.
What a horrible way to say that. Screw you, Amir. What'd I do to you? I don't feel like looking at the voice actors right now, to be completely honest. We're just gonna go to bed. Okay, who are we talking to today? Let's talk to her again. Actually, no. I want to boost my stats before I talk to her again. You know what? Let's go ahead and talk to Barry before I forget.
Well, hello again, darling. Absolutely fab to be in your lumescent company again. What's new with you? I hope all is gorgeous.
Hi again, Barry.
Hello. So, since we last chatted, I've memorized the hex codes of all my favorite shades of pink. And then I forgot them. I was supposed to be organizing all my color palettes before I got distracted by thinking about pink things and trying to name all the stuff I know that's pink. So, anyway, if you were thinking of going with the Smile Republic Berry Red eyeshadow today, I apologize in advance for not knowing where it is.
You really have a lot going on in that brain, don't you? You ever just... Are you ever... No, you really have a lot going on in the brain.
I suppose I do. Which is funny, because if you'd asked me, I'd say my head's empty most of the time. I forget enough things that it should be. But the moment a thought's gone, the space immediately gets filled up with something else. Well, that reminds me. I was actually going to ask if you could help me with that. I mean, from the color coordination on your amazing outfit alone, it's clear you're far more level-headed than I am, darling. And I'm messier than one gets trying to do the mascara in the back of a moving taxi.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do my best.
If you're offering, I'd absolutely love the help, sweetie. Lately, I've just found it really hard to focus on anything. You know, I realized after we spoke last time that I actually can't remember what we talked about. Like, I have little flickers of the conversation. Like,
yeah, I don't remember
snapshots
what we
almost,
talked about either.
You were really interesting, and I enjoyed chatting, and I feel awful that I can't remember anything as if you weren't and I didn't.
Barry falls silent, the weight of his confession clearly getting to him.
That's kind of sweet. That he, like, doesn't remember, but he remembers, like, it being a good conversation, and he's, like, now beating himself up over the fact that he, like, doesn't remember what the conversation was, even though he knows it was good, and he's like, oh, that's unfair to me, and I'm like, oh, this is really sweet. If you don't remember everything, I don't think forgetting details of the conversation is the terrible thing to do. Don't worry about it. Just a casual chat, hardly anything that needs burning in your brain. Yeah, that's not so bad. Don't worry about it.
It's
okay,
more than that,
everything.
though. For example, if I watched a movie, do you know how much I'd remember by the time we hit the credits? Same thing, just snapshots.
Oh, that's a shame.
Maybe a line or two for a while, but it can be more important stuff than that too. It could be the happiest day of my life, and I'd still walk away with cliff notes that'll fade in no time at all. Feels like my brain robs from itself. Just takes away the things I experience and leaves an outline in its place.
Oh, because I guess it's kind of like makeup, because, like, you wash your makeup off at the end of every
I
day,
can
you know?
feel life crumbling away behind me like a particularly cheap liner pen.
I'm sorry, it's happening to you. Feels like stuff are actually important to you. Remember it. It's really... Sounds like you're really trying, though. For some of us, our brains just don't. Yeah, it sounds like you're really trying, though.
I try to remind myself of that. I really don't mean to forget. In fact, the harder I try to remember a thing, the more likely it is that I'll struggle to commit it to memory or get distracted by something or whatever. Then again, my stupid brain's a steel trap for stuff that's totally not all that important. It's just whatever silly thing I'm mega focused on at the time. I once learned a whole bunch of meaningless facts about Herne Bay in Kent. At one point, I could quote you every line of
Sometimes
I
they
Want to Be
talk
Your
so
Canary,
quiet
or
and you
give
just can't hear the
history of
words.
the pinball
I don't know,
machine.
the mixing in this is a little
I could have
odd
told you all
sometimes.
that. Until I got bored and forgot.
Hyperfixate on things that make sense. Sounds normal to me. You remember these faces. Just seems true that you are important to you. No, we'll just say you hyperfixate on stuff.
The only thing that ever really stays is the thing I talk people's ears off about all the time. Cosmetics, product, makeup, and skincare, all that glitz. I'm never not fascinated by the things we style ourselves with, and I guess that's what makes Barry Styles Barry Styles. It's what I can remember, so that's me. Pretty ironic, darling. The closest thing to my heart is only skin deep.
Maybe for some, but you make people feel good. That's definitely something that matters.
Barry gives you a warm smile.
Yeah, we'll hype them up.
That's a lovely way of looking at it. You have a beautiful perspective.
So what was it you actually needed my help with?
Oh, yes! I forgot that's what actually started this. I can't remember a single thing, and it looks to me like you're able to keep track of roughly 100 things at once. So, like, how? How can I at least pay attention to the things I want to pay attention to?
Write them down. Things that you can't keep everything in your head. Keeping it somewhere else makes best thing. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
How do you mean, hun?
So that really that doesn't sounds obvious, but write things down. a journal. Not just important dates, but all sorts of things.
All sorts of things.
Things things others said that make you laugh, the details of events that you keep wishing you didn't forget.
Oh, yes, of course, darling. It's so obvious. Yet I never actually do it. Sometimes I think to do it, but then I just don't. Feels like too much, or I convince myself I don't need to. But I do need to, don't I?
But yeah.
Heck, even if I forget to bring a notepad, I'm literally never more than 2 inches away from a liner pen in my own arms.
Using the tools of the trade aren't a bad idea, actually.
Oh, like I could use the orange eyeshadow as a highlighter for super important notes, because it's a lovely shade and it's always left unused on the palette.
That's true. That's true.
And I have
no
this
one
red
really uses
ink
orange
liner that's
eyeshadow.
always been too splodgy for lips, but oh, it looked gorgeous in a notebook. I didn't even think about how fabulous the book itself could look.
That's the idea. If you make it fun, you make it far easier to remember.
I'm getting giddy just thinking about glittering up a notebook. Like giving my own memories a makeover. This is brilliant. This is just brilliant. Thank you so much.
I'm delighted to have helped. Or I love hearing you say brilliant. Delighted to have helped.
Now, I absolutely must get to work.
Okay, you do that, buddy. Who else are we gonna talk to? Where is Polly? Here we go. Yeah, we don't have friendship with her yet, but we've talked to her a couple times. I did come by and see her first thing in the morning before. Oh, is it the same every day? I guess it is. She did kind of say, oops. Okay, well. I don't know if I want to talk to the video game. It's just, you know. Let's talk to the vacuum again.
Hey! Nice to see you again.
Hoove holds one finger up to you, his chest rising and falling with panted breaths. He bends over, both hands on his knees, his forehead and cheeks shining.
Give me just a sec.
Okay. You okay?
Yep. Okay. That was a little difficult.
Why don't you take a break?
Yeah, I guess I ought to sit down for a minute. So, what brings you by?
Just wanted to get to know you a bit.
I'd love that. When I go somewhere first, though, I'd love to do something fun. Truth is, I haven't been out in a while to do anything fun. Kinda on the go, because of my job.
Let's just be home buddies and chat here.
Huh. I guess that'd be alright.
Because I don't really want to get drinks.
I'm an open book.
Oh, I should have
lyrics,
gone to
like,
get
actually
drinks.
an open
And
book.
we should have gone to Beverly's.
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
Maybe next time.
What would you like to know?
Something weighing you down lately?
I mean, I guess I've been feeling a little overwhelmed. My suction's not the same as it once was.
Probably just need cleaned out. A
I'm
new
struggling
bag.
Get up in the morning.
Stuff.
Lately, I just feel like I've got no space in my life. But I'm not sure why. I've got amazing friends, and I love my job. Every day I get to go around the house, and I encounter so many amazing things. I collect them in my bag. I've got everything you can think of. You'd be amazed at the stuff I find.
I think your bag's probably just full, man. You might be carrying around too much baggage.
That's just it. But I don't know what to do about it.
Might to let go of a few things.
Oh, I don't know. All that stuff is kind of private. I'd love to show you some things, but why should I trust you?
Good point. Trustworthy?
Sorry, but I don't think that's gonna cut it.
Sorry.
Maybe I'll show you later, when I know you better.
Okay.
Anyway, I probably better go. Thanks for hanging out.
Yep. Alright. Who else should we talk to? Let's talk to the stove again. We have beef with him.
Ah! It's you again. Someone must like the heat of the kitchen.
You haven't calmed down yet?
Oh, I see how. You have no respect for how much attention cooking takes. There are plenty others in this kitchen you can date. Who aren't me!
Yeah, I know. I'm here to make enemies with you, buddy.
You always right. I'll calm down. I'm blind baking a pie crust, okay? I need to focus. Chat with some of the others and maybe I'll have time for it. Ah, yes, it's ready. Go on, boil off. I got custard to whip up.
I love custard. Egg custard? Okay. That feels like it was progress. Alright, so it's evening time now. Let's talk to Mitchell Lynn again.
Ah, my faithful companion.
And go on another...
Care to join me for another review?
Yeah, go on another dinner trip. I'd love to.
So, where should we go? Daisuke's sushi spot in the dining room.
Yeah,
is
I was
supposed to
hoping it
pretty
would be...
swanky.
I figured Daisuke would be the sushi chef. Yeah.
Yeti has an ice cream joint in the kitchen that's worth checking out.
Let's do sushi. Let's go to my
Mitchell
boyfriend's
leads you
place.
to the dining room. He seems excited.
Omakase
Or about as
Daisuke.
excited as a critic like Mitchell can be about a new place.
I've heard only good things about Daisuke's place so far. Let's hope
Yeah,
it
let's give
lives
him a
up to
good
expectation.
review.
You walk into a
Give my
rather
boy a good
austere space.
review.
Every element seemingly selected for its clean and unpretentious elegance. The counters are of raw pine, finished to a glossy luster. The walls are shoji-style screens, and the doors slide open with a soft hiss that seems engineered to bring you entirely into your sophisticated surroundings. A water feature drips delightfully in the background. You feel instantaneously relaxed and intrigued.
Ah, here comes the owner now.
Daisuke greets you both with a warm smile.
Welcome to Omakase Daisuke. I am pleased to see you both.
Yeah, you are.
Always nice to see you, Daisuke. It's obvious you've put a lot of work into this endeavor.
Thank you, Mitchell. I have only done what anyone would in my place. The dishware deserves no less than maximum
Man, he's so
effort.
boring compared to a lot of the other people in the house.
I hope the decor and ambiance please you.
My mind isn't quite made up yet.
I think it's exquisite.
You do? Seems rather dull to me.
It's amazing. Look more closely. It's intentional, not dull, but understated.
Understated, you say?
Yes.
Let me take a closer look.
Yeah, try again. Everything has been selected and arranged in order to draw one's full attention to the sushi.
Why, you're absolutely
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
I thought at
You
first
better
it was
give my boy a
lazy
good
and
review.
weak decor.
Oh, not my boy. He's never lazy and weak.
Lazy and weak.
I know, right? Don't worry. I'm fixing it. I'm fixing it,
Mitchell
Daisuke.
continues on,
fixing it.
though he's not heard Daisuke.
But look around you. Perfectly clean, lighting muted but warm. This wood shows the signs of a master carpenter. These chairs have been selected with painstaking care.
Yeah,
And
don't
as
worry.
I listen,
Don't
I
worry.
detect the subtle dripping of water from a waterfall pond.
I don't know where
That
that's
is
at,
only
but
Sinclair's
yeah, I was
chronic
gonna
drip.
say.
But I thank you all the same.
Sinclair with the sink. We've never talked to him
I
yet.
feel almost as if I've been transported to the Tsukibayashi Jiro. Delightful, simply delightful. Let's move on to your speciality, Daisuke. What are we to make of the settings?
Speciality.
Before we begin, I am obligated to tell you that Scandalabra's stories about the silver are damaging lies and not to be believed.
Believe the Scandalabra? I'd sooner let Sinclair process an insurance claim for me.
I'm glad.
Oh, I guess
we are
the
all
sink
in
is always
agreement there.
breaking, or I guess it's at least just leaking. And I guess
Now
maybe
let's
that's
have a
why we're
look.
thinking about the insurance.
We appear to be missing chopsticks.
Um. I don't know. I don't think I've ever gone out for sushi. I'll let my boy talk. Why is that, Daisuke?
Traditionally, sushi is eaten
Okay.
with the hands.
How is it? I assume that would be the answer.
All right, let's get down to business. I'm starving.
As the name suggests, we offer only omakase.
Great. No need to order.
I can't wait to
Yes,
see
it's
what's
amazing.
in store
Everything
for us.
my boy does is amazing. Give him a good review.
Okay, now, when the first course comes, let's...
This is a minute or so to appreciate its beauty. Tend to refuse it once before accepting. Anyway, I'm not sure about. Let's just give it a minute to appreciate
Sushi must be eaten right away, within the first 10 seconds.
Here you are. Please enjoy.
Daisuke places a dish before
I don't
you containing
know.
what
I don't
must
really
be the
eat
most hideous,
sushi.
clumsy nigiri you've ever seen in your life.
No, it's beautiful.
The fish
You don't
is
talk
misshapen,
about my boy that
and
way.
the rice seems to be falling apart.
No, it's amazing.
What are we looking at, Daisuke?
The best food in this
Is
house.
it not obvious? This is eel.
I see.
Love eel.
Glad to know your take. I'll present my own opinions in the review. Now that we've
It's
eaten, I
amazing.
think it's time to go.
Looked a little sloppy, but it tasted great, didn't it? Nice, I tried my best. Who said that? Let's talk to. Oops, okay. No, I don't want to talk to anyone in here. Let's talk to the stairs. I want to make enemies with her.
Oh, hello again. I'm assuming you're just passing through?
Not here for the scam, just to check in. Well, I need to go to bed or work at some point.
That does make sense. The whole back and forth, the up and down.
Stella smiles, but it's clear her heart's not in it.
Oh, good to see you. Oh, hello again. I'm assuming you're just passing through?
Okay. Not here for the scam, just to check in.
I
Didn't
know,
realize
I
it would loop me back
appreciate it.
around.
It's going about as well as you'd expect. Well, as you can see, business is hardly booming. Of course, it'd be ridiculous to expect success so quickly, wouldn't it? Success is a long man's game. Or a long game?
Yeah, probably that one.
Or was it a man's game?
Let's not go with that
I'll
one.
have to check the booklet, but I doubt either of those things are likely to hurt your chances. Oh, maybe I should get some high heels. People always like long people, tall people.
Long people. This just makes me think of Long Pig again.
I never was all that tall. Not really a thing you can change, not without money at least. Maybe I should get some heels. Maybe that's what I need.
But your stairs, I don't know if I want them to go higher. I don't think heels are the problem.
I think you're right. Unfortunately. Oh.
I think you're falling for all sorts
Stella
of scams and
sighs,
stuff.
her shoulders slumping.
And you know they're
think I'm making
scams.
a
You're just
mistake,
hoping it's
dearie?
yeah. I think you're being taken advantage of, I guess.
I think so too. But what's new?
Maybe we won't be enemies
I'm
with her.
old. I'm alone. Of course I'm being taken advantage of. I'm not
Well,
completely
you could just like
stupid.
not.
Might as well try and do something with it.
You can always walk away, yeah.
I could, yes. I've done a lot of that. But
Yeah, that's
maybe
fine.
I can make something out of it instead.
No. Make what?
Make a sail run a business, stand on my own 2 feet, find financial freedom.
No.
Those are the booklet buzzwords.
Yeah,
So,
don't read the booklet
something
anymore.
along those lines, I guess.
Yeah.
And on that note, I've been working on my pitch. Only if you've got a minute, of course.
I'd rather choke.
Marvelous. I did hear you, dearie. I'm so sorry. I'm just practicing being assertive. You understand.
Yeah, I hate
So, I think it
business
goes something like,
type of
I'll enter from
conversation.
stage right, okay?
Okay.
So, just wait here.
Stella walks off just out of sight. You can hear her giving
I
herself
mean,
a little pep talk.
I just.
Okay, stop.
The thing is,
Time
like,
to
she,
step
I'm telling her that this is a bad idea. She knows it's a bad idea. She just doesn't. She's just not gonna listen. And I feel like I'd have more sympathy for her if she like wasn't actually like really into this, you know? You know, I really ought to go.
Huzzah! Okay, I'm coming in 3, 2, 1, and action! Oh my, this is tricky, isn't it? Jeremy is very good at this.
Jeremy. Oh,
Makes
it's a
it look
chair,
much
obviously.
easier.
I just got this thing I've got to get
Uno
to.
momento! That's a theater thing, isn't it? Do people
That's just
say
a
that in
Spanish
theater?
thing.
Uno momento?
Yeah, I think it's just Spanish.
Oh, dear. Now I'm racist.
No, I think you're just confused.
Okay. Get
Okay.
it together, Stella. 3, 2, 1, action!
Stella walks back into view, slow and steady, and acting as though she doesn't see you at all.
Oh, I didn't see you there. Hello, dearie.
Roleplay kinky. No. Maybe I will say, I want to make enemies with her. I want to make an enemy with her. Let's say it. Let's say it. Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
antagonizing. I'm antagonizing.
As I was saying, you know, you really have great,
Stella simply walks off
Yeah,
without another
don't
word.
do this, girl.
You can
Don't
hear
do
her
this.
muttering practice lines under her breath.
Sorry to give you a hard
but you can't
time,
quite make
but
out
like,
what she's saying.
I don't think this is for you. It's not if you actually want to start a business,
She
but like, this
returns with
isn't
that
the way to
same
do it.
put-on casual air, as though she hadn't just beat a hasty retreat mid-conversation.
great skin.
Thanks.
No, thank you for blessing my eyes. Yes, such a wonderful glow. But you know what could make that great skin even greater?
A bath.
Why, it's Airway's latest discovery. Activated air. Open your lungs, let them breathe. Our activated air is caught fresh from the peaks of the
You caught it, huh?
Appalachians,
Wow,
so
how long
you
did it
know it's
take
at
to
least
wrangle
somewhat
down?
American.
I mean, it sounds pretty American, as long as it's from the Appalachian part. I mean, I guess the part of the Appalachians that's called the Appalachians are only in the
Stella
United
holds
States,
up a
I
small
think. So.
pressurized can, posing with it like a model in an infomercial.
Just one puff can leave your skin
Yeah,
feeling cooler,
she's selling
your
air.
lungs feeling lighter, and your mind feeling calmer. This all-in-one super bottle comes
It's a
at the
pyramid scheme
forefront
that
of
she's a
Airway's
part of,
latest
MLM
campaign, and
nonsense.
you too can be a part of our rapid
That's why I decided to be
expansion.
enemies with her. Like, on the one hand, like, she's like being scammed, and then she's scamming other people. But the thing is, she knows she's being scammed. She knows the whole thing is a scam. She just like is a kind of bitter old woman who like feels the need to feel like she's doing something. So she's like the Laura. Yeah, I mean, it's a different angle. It's a business angle rather than an environmental angle, but yeah. She just, she's not even really that into business. She like literally just wants to feel valuable as a person. She feels like a useless old person now. And like, I think she just should go
Free
to
your
therapy.
lungs, but also your life. Our Salesforce lieutenants
And I feel
have
like
the
I don't want to be
opportunity
nice to her about
fight
it
their
because
way
like
to
she
financial
knows
freedom,
that she's
and we're
scamming
with
people.
you
And she knows
all
that
the
she's being
way.
scammed. So she's not really being scammed if like she knows it, you know. But she is scamming other people. So she does know that. But she's still doing it anyway for her own personal, and she knows that she's doing it for selfish reasons. So it's like,
Rise
stop.
the ranks and earn your
And she
place
knows she's
at
doing
Airway's
it because she feels
luxurious
useless and she
premier
wants to feel
retreats.
useful.
Major
That's how I know
corporal
that that's
brigadier
why she's
captains
doing
can
it,
earn
because she
cars,
literally told me that that's
holidays,
why
and
she's doing
even
it.
2 to 3 bedroom condos.
Blah, blah, blah.
If you've ever wanted to stand on your own 2 feet, we're here to help you rise to the occasion. Speak to your local representative. What is the next? Oh, Stella, today.
You're Stella.
Activated air by Airway. Just breathe and scene.
Stella takes the smallest of bows.
Boo. Oh, you're in deep.
Was it that bad?
It was pretty rough.
I thought so. I spent all night on it as well.
Well, don't spend the next night on it. We're not all cut out for charisma.
I suppose
Honestly, I think she
so.
could be really charismatic if she
Perhaps
wasn't
you're right.
scamming.
Well, thank you for listening. Regardless, dearie.
Yeah.
I think I might just need some space
Scammer,
for the moment.
stop. I'm sorry. And
for
she's
the
making me feel bad.
inconvenience.
No. She's a scammer. I don't feel bad for scammers. Alright, I think I might end it there for today. Double save. Just because my voice is still kind of rough because I've been, I don't know, I guess talking, I don't know if I've been talking a lot in the streams lately or not, but, hold on, sorry, I gotta move OBS back. But my voice is still feeling a little bit rough, and, my stomach still hurts a little bit, I guess from the lunch I had, I don't know. Lunch slash dinner, kind of, so, but yeah, so, and I need to go and bring my fan in and stuff and see if it works on actually cooling my room down. Hopefully, that'd be nice. Should blow like directly over here at my desk, so that'd be pretty good. So I did talk quite a bit last stream, so I strained it. Yeah, it's not that bad. It's not that bad yet, but that's why I don't want it to get very bad. You know, it's just like they're ever so slightly. And my streams haven't been that long, really. They've been pretty normal length, and I usually talk a lot anyway, but I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm just talking more than I thought. Um, but uh, but yeah. So I'm gonna go. Uh, and also I don't know. I think I'm kind of getting pretty bored of date everything now. Like I want to, the part of me that likes the achievement hunting part is kind of like, ooh, I want to talk to more characters. Want to get all 100 talked to. Got to get our stats up. Like I want to progress in the game, but like I kind of I'm not super into a lot of the stories. Like I'm vaguely interested, but I don't know. The stories aren't that great. The dialogue's not that amazing. Sometimes you get in conversations with characters you don't really like, and the conversation just kind of lasts for 10 minutes, and you're like, oh my gosh, I don't care. It's just, I mean, that's one thing about the game is that there are so many characters to choose from, but again, it's date everything. Like you kind of have to date everything, whether it's a romantic date or a friend date or a hate date. You do have to really date everything because like I said, I could see Daisuke again, but it's kind of clear that there's no more story with him. We only talked to him 4 times, but there's no more story. And once you kind of hit certain points with people, there's not much more to do. And it's great you can move on and talk to someone else, but at the same time, you kind of want to just pursue the people you like, not the ones you don't like. So, not 2 games, not feeling the story, but want the achievements. Yeah, yeah, that's the thing because the achievements are right there. I know what to do. It's not like I don't know what to do in the game. Or even some linear story games. Obviously, you're going to continue through the story, but you don't know what comes next in the story. but I know what to do. I have to talk to all these people. I have to talk to them, multiple times, and that's really just it. Um, that's really just it. It doesn't matter. I could speed run it. I could like not read any of the dialogue and push through and, I don't know. It just kind of like, mm, I mean, I've played a lot of this game. Um, not all that much to be honest, but like more than some people have, and made a little bit of progress in it. We've met 58 of the 100 dateables. And it's like there's just like a lot. I don't know. So we might take a break on this game for a few weeks, I think. I still want to come back to it, I think, and like chug away at it, but I don't think I want to you know, do it for next stream or probably not the one after. I don't know if next stream is gonna be where next stream is gonna be Tuesday, most likely. I don't think I'm gonna stream tomorrow. I mean, maybe, I don't know. But probably not because I have a lot of other, stuff I want to work on. Probably still Tuesday evening. And I think I don't know if I'm gonna like do a like brainstorming for analog horror stuff that day or like I might say that for Thursday. And Tuesday, what am I gonna play? Um, hmm. I mean, I don't know if I want to pick up more Medieval Dynasty right now. I don't want to do anything like super long. I want something that's kind of short. Hmm. Hmm. I don't know. Uh, hmm. I don't know. I want something good, but oh, I bought this game. I don't know if I really. I don't know if I like want a like some sort of like visual novel type of game right now. Not after like Date Everything. I kind of need a break from that. I don't know. Maybe we will just do more Medieval Dynasty if I can't think of something else. I don't know. Nothing else is really like, speaking to me. I do need to get the Sim stuff taken care of, but like I said, probably not until next week. But then we'll probably do a lot of Sim streams, which will be fun. Um, hmm. Yeah, maybe just more Medieval Dynasty. Uh oh no, we'll do Lost Records Bloom and Rage. Because we still have let me check out the store page here. Uh no, let me go back to news. Yeah, because I think there was a oh right, we didn't do very much. We still we started tape 2, but we didn't do much into it. When is tape 3 coming out? Um oh, is it just 2? Is there no part 3? Oh, there's literally just 2 tapes. That's it. I didn't realize. I thought there were going to be more. That's it. The game is finished. It's a completed game. Oh. For real? Huh. As I heard part 2 was even kind of short. And it kind of felt like people were waiting for a part 3. Oh. Weird. Okay. Well, I guess maybe we'll do that and finish that off. Um, that might be a smart thing to do. Yeah, apparently. And we'll probably all finish it in one stream because, like I said, I heard it's kind of short, and we already did a little bit of tape too. So, um, yeah, that'll probably be all be one stream, and then we'll do something else on Thursday. Um, hmm, man, I don't know. Like I alternate between having so many games I want to play and then like being like, what games do I play again? It's like it's I don't know, it's weird. It's weird. I don't know. Um, hmm. Because I kind of want to like play something that's like not too hard, but also kind of like captivating enough. Tough balance. I don't know. Anyway, anyway, that is it for today's stream. I'm gonna um go grab my package and get my fan and put it in the window, and hopefully, like I said, hopefully it cools, fingers crossed that it cools down my desk area pretty well. That's our goal, because like I said, the weather's getting hotter later this week. I think up until the upper 80s, and so far it's been in like the upper 60s, and it already does get really warm around my desk. So uh I would prefer to have a better fan for when it's like 20 degrees hotter. So, yeah. Um, so yeah. Uh, yeah, I don't know. Like I said, the date everything is like kind of so I don't know. The stream is like we'll see. We'll probably play it again in a couple weeks, maybe, but yeah. Anyway, thanks for hanging out, everyone. Thanks for chatting. Thanks for lurking. Thank you, future VOD watchers. And I'm gonna go. Like I said, I'll be back on Tuesday, most likely. Like maybe tomorrow, who knows? Like I said, I'm not. There might be extra streams throughout the summer here. But I don't think tomorrow, because I think I want to work on other stuff. And it doesn't get hotter. It's miserable. Yeah, yeah. Here it's been so nice and cool, but it's supposed to be like I said, we're supposed to get this like heat wave, and honestly, like into the 80s isn't that crazy, but it's a little warm, you know. Um, but yeah. You can, let's see, subscribe to my YouTube. Follow me on Twitter, Blue Sky, Instagram, and TikTok. I'm working on putting out more shorts and stuff. Um, Shorts and TikToks and things like that. So be sure to check stuff out in those places. My model is super glitchy today, and I don't know why. I don't understand what's like wrong with there, did it again. I don't know why it keeps doing that. I have no idea what the problem is. I don't think there's anything wrong with my webcam. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna go and probably work on some stuff here this evening. And yeah, I'll be back on Tuesday. Hopefully everyone has a good night and a good couple days in the meantime. Goodbye, 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 goodbye.